to episode 7. Who the fuck is you? Today I have a friend of mine that I've known for a long time. But before we get to that, I think I should wrap up the story I told on our previous episode about some dumb motherfuckers who painted a curb in front of their house so that I couldn't park in their spot. That whole rant that I had was completely unwarranted, and it turns out that the city did in fact paint the curb for safety issues, which they basically explained to me, like if a car is parked there, the way that the curbs are lined up, you don't have clear vision of oncoming traffic, and that made a lot of sense. So I apologize to them, even though they're still cunts, and I was wrong. So the end. Anyways, I don't have a fake ad planned. I mean a real ad, of course. So we're just gonna jump into it. So I got Joel Laserbeam here. I've known him for a long time. We used to talk about a bunch of dumb shit that holds no weight in real life. And we were just watching a video of Ben Affleck trying to basically counter Sam Harris on the fact that some ideologies in the religion of Islam are pretty awful. Things like killing gays, for being gay.
It's pretty bad.
If you leave the religion, you get killed, or if you're Christian, you get killed, or if you disagree with them or say the wrong thing or write the wrong book, you get killed. And Ben Affleck started calling people racist for saying that. I thought it was pretty comical. What did you think?
I don't know. I think it's always the same thing, though. If you have one person who's completely uneducated in something, who's just emotionally attached to an idea of like progression and not getting mad at other groups of people, like people who say, oh, you can't judge a culture for what it does, but then you have to understand that there's like societal standards, and if people aren't meeting those, they're just kind of no good.
Exactly. I think it has to do with identity politics, which is mostly what's happening right now. You see, this is the thing. I always say I'm not going to talk about politics, but now, you know what? Fuck it. Like, why not? My very limited knowledge on what politics are, I don't know shit. That's why I don't vote. I've talked about that before. Oh, shit. Can you text Sam? Tell him we're doing a podcast?
Yeah.
So...
Fucking Sam, dude.
Yeah. Hey. Watch it. He's trans. I'm just kidding.
I respect his decision.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Sam's probably right.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not the one that said he was trans.
I don't fucking care. This is my show.
It doesn't seem like it, dude. You're running a shanty operation.
We got cables everywhere and a microphone on the fucking dinner table. Anyways, what I was talking about, identity politics, where people get so heavily attached to their political views and their opinions as a whole that they take offense if somebody disagrees with them. I've seen way too many people on Instagram and such that will stress their views to a point of like such passion that if you were to say, hey, I don't really agree with that, and here's why, they think that you're like that you're personally insulting them because you disagree with something that's nothing to do with their actual personality. They turn their political ideology into a personality, which I'm sure Ben Affleck was doing in that fucking video, where he just like looked distraught the whole time. He just fucking looks like he's about to cry because Sam Harris said something that has complete logical credit. Is that the right word? I don't know.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes logical sense.
It's something that makes sense. Yeah.
Do you think they're really upset about it, or do you think it's just like there's this expectation that like if somebody says something bad, you have to be offended by it? Like even if it isn't really bad, but like if you're in an in-group, then you have to like conform to that in-group standard. So maybe it's like an artificial outrage, or like you said, they're just making something a part of their personality to make up for
I think
a
it's
lack
both.
of it.
It's both for sure.
You can't really be mad at somebody like proving you're wrong about something.
Well, you can, and that's where you get fucking idiots. It's not being able to accept fault, I guess. But no, I think that if you're a part of that tribe, then you have to, like you said, like those standards. You have to, hold. I feel like I can't find my words right now. You have to maintain those standards in your tribe. So if somebody says something that as a whole that tribe is like, that's not allowed, then yeah, you're going to get angry. But I don't know if it's completely artificial, because if it was, you wouldn't, I don't think he'd react in the way that he did. I think that he genuinely believes that, and that when somebody then disagrees with him, he's expresses that outrage,
Well, what I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say that he genuinely believes it, because obviously he's not like so well versed in that field that he could just like recite the Quran and say, this is what's peaceful about the religion, this is what is the truth about it. So like somebody is like basically telling him how to feel about it in a way, and he's just accepting it.
All right, yeah, that's actually a really good point. Like he's fallen into the tyranny of custom.
The tyranny of custom. Where'd you hear this?
Where do you think?
Joe Rogan.
No, philosophy class. I go to school, bitch. I don't have everything from Joe Rogan. Only like 90%.
Do you know who Norm Macdonald is?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think of him getting in trouble for defending Roseanne Barr and Louis C.K.? Saying that they suffered more than any of the victims because now they've lost millions of dollars and they've lost potential contract deals and their lives have completely deteriorated.
Okay, Roseanne. I don't think there was a victim in that.
The victim was an idea.
Yes, and it's fucking hilarious. What I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about that. What she tweeted was bang on accurate. If you look up a picture of that chick, Valerie, what's her name?
I don't remember.
Valerie, whatever the fuck, and then she said she looks like Planet of the Apes. If you look up the picture of them side by side, it is bang on accurate, fucking spot on. I gotta show you this. It's ridiculous.
What do you think of the Louis C.K. thing?
Okay, Louis C.K. He has permission, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the fucking issue?
So you agree with Norm Macdonald that they were kind of punished more
I would say
than
so.
anybody
You
else?
fucking ruined their careers for something that, quite honestly, was like, okay, maybe you shouldn't jerk off in front of people and nut in the plant. But he asked, and they said okay.
Sarah Silverman said that like they did it multiple times, or I guess he did it multiple times in front of her, and she never saw a problem with it.
Really?
Yeah, I
because
I could be misremembering something, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean, if that is the case, she's like super left, huh?
She's also a fucking giant weirdo that only talks about her vagina like for a living.
Like most female comics,
quote unquote comics.
Oh no, women are funny, dude.
Some of them, they're funny in the sense that they're trying to be funny. It's like a cringe compilation. See, funny.
That's what. No, that's fucked up. That's what I swallowed my hair. That's what I don't. That's what I don't like about most of the female. Like they don't.
Who's your favorite female comedian?
Amy Schumer. I couldn't even get through.
The one who steals men's jokes.
Yeah.
Who's your real favorite female comedian? Can you name one that you like?
I don't watch female comedians.
That's what I thought. Some of them are funny, but you don't watch them.
No, I don't. Maybe like Ali Wong. Is she funny? I don't know.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I never listened to it. I don't. But like that's the thing. I'll watch a comedy special and like, honestly, it gives me that little bigger exhale out of the nostrils. Yeah, but like nothing more than that. It's not. I've never like. Okay, Valerie Jarrett. That's her name.
The ape lady. It's bringing back the context.
I've never like really laughed my ass off. I think Chappelle is like the only person who's legitimately made me laugh.
His new specials or like his older stuff?
Older stuff for sure. Look at that. It is fucking spot on.
It's pretty accurate.
There's no like forget the racist shit.
That one especially right there.
It's ridiculously close. You understand what I'm saying? Look at that. They look the same. I don't give a fuck what you say. They look the same. You can call me fucking whatever. They look the same. You can look at the picture. If you try and deny that, there's something wrong with you. I don't know what to say.
She got in trouble for making a joke.
I'm making a joke. Fucking smoking weed on Xanax too.
And taking like Ambien and she's on a whole
Ambien, not
slew of
Xanax.
medications.
Ambien,
She might be on Xanax. I don't
stoned
know.
and drinking.
She's on a whole slew of medications apparently.
Yeah, I mean, she's a fucking psychopath. Did you listen to the podcast with her on Joe Rogan?
I wasn't a part of it, and I kind of it lost me a lot of the time, so I just stopped watching.
Funny as fuck.
You know what's fucked up? She lost her show, the Roseanne Show.
Which is terrible.
They changed the name.
Yeah.
And apparently their ratings just like
fucking the show's done. Because oh fuck, dude.
Drank all that Red Bull and vodka before the show.
I'm not drunk, dude. You like the show is called Roseanne.
How do you take off the title character
and then keep it going? Just shut the whole thing down. Stop wasting everybody's money.
Shut it down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she lost a bunch of people's jobs, and that was the concern. Why they kept it going is because people were gonna lose their jobs. But like
that stopped people from canceling shows in the past.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know, man. I think both of those situations are fucked up. So yeah, I think I agree with Norm Macdonald.
He's in trouble right now for that.
For what?
For saying that.
Really?
Yeah, he has a show on Netflix, or I don't know if they're gonna return it, but his podcast was really good. When it was on YouTube, at least. When it went to Netflix, they watered it down. Mm-hmm. Not as much Hitler jokes as the show.
What's wrong with Hitler jokes?
Netflix doesn't pay for Hitler jokes.
What do they pay for?
Not really jokes.
Oh, which is why all of Joe Rogan specials are not funny.
Okay, now that's that's on him.
Do you think he's funny?
I really don't think he's that funny.
I don't think he's that funny.
I think conversation. He's kind of like Ellen DeGeneres, like conversationally.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
I knew that
not
was
even, dude. No, I think when
what,
he's
you think
naturally.
She's funny?
No, I don't like Ellen at all. Fucking I almost said it. I'm not going to.
Say it. Dude, you're gonna call
dyke. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought you were gonna call her like you fucking dumb dyke bitch, dude.
No.
Get heated, dude.
I bet Ellen's a nice lady.
Apparently, she's a raging bitch.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's what happens when you wear white suits all the time. You get your hair cut every day.
I don't know where you're going with that one.
I don't know, dude. It's just you get rich and you become a dick.
You start wearing white robes everywhere.
Yeah, but she just wears men's suits
from fucking Kohl's.
From Kohl's.
He shops at Ross or Kohl's. I swear.
Oh my god. Anyways, no, I don't think I think Joe Rogan's funny naturally.
In conversations
on his
funny.
podcast, yeah, he can bust out some shit that makes me like fucking laugh. But his specials, they bring up some good points, but they're not like. It looks like his head's about to explode the whole fucking time.
In terms of observational comedy, it's just like it's what like a child could see. It's like, mommy, why is that pregnant lady so fat? And it makes you laugh because it's just like, why is he saying this?
Why is this 5'4" meathead with a big fucking head?
The funniest thing he's ever said is, I look like a thumb with two thumbs. that fucking killed me.
He said that about himself.
On his Netflix special. I forget which one.
That's good. I watched his most recent one.
But I feel like somebody insulted him and called him that, and he was like, that's
Owen
good.
Benjamin.
Wait, was that after they like started beefing
Probably
with each
not.
other?
I mean, I think Owen Benjamin. Do you know the situation with that?
He's gone fucking nuts.
Oh, completely. Like
it's hilarious, but at the same time incredibly sad.
It's very sad.
It started off funny, and then it turned into like.
Okay, dude. Nobody's even acknowledging that you hate Joe Rogan anymore. Like,
I think he has like a cult, dude.
His
bear followers, they name him all like bear names. Like he's Big Bear or whatever.
Big Bear, yeah.
He's the father of the.
And I liked him when he was on Joe Rogan the first time. Cool dude. Second time when Kurt Metzger came in, and he was just like coked out of his mind. Did you see that one?
I don't think so.
Okay, basically he was talking to Owen Benjamin, Rogan was, and then like 30 minutes in, Kurt Metzger comes in, and he's just fucked up, like just coked out of his mind. Like on the video, when he sits down, his eyes are just fucking wide, and he starts picking up shit on the table and looking around. He's like, "Oh wow, dude, you got a fucking nice studio. What's this? Whoa!" Like fucking coked up. And Owen Benjamin started just like after that was like I went there to talk to Rogan, and then some fucking crackhead came in and started babbling off about nonsense, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
That's rich of fucking Owen Benjamin to tell someone they're babbling about nothing. Have you seen his podcast?
Yeah, he's always drunk as shit.
He's just going off about Jews.
He's an amazing piano player though.
Really average singer.
Probably. He's a piano. I don't know, dude. He's like 6'8". Probably not a good.
That's his redeeming feature.
He's got a lot of like travel time before
before
the voice comes out. Yeah.
A lot of air travel.
Yeah, probably, causes some weird lack of singing ability.
So you're saying there's less oxygen in his brain as well, so it's probably why he's gone off the rocker.
Yeah, that and I don't know, carbon monoxide poisoning or something. But Owen Benjamin got banned off Twitter, and Rogan was telling him you should probably stop being so crazy on Twitter because you're gonna get banned. And he was like, "Fuck you! Why would I do that?" And then he gets banned off Twitter, and Rogan's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna have him back on the show." And so he flips his shit and starts calling him a thumb. He's like, he is 5 foot even. That's like his whole thing. And everybody's like, Rogan's like admitted he's 5'8". He's like 5'8". Get the fuck out of here. That guy's 4'11". Like every time he gets an inch shorter. I've watched the rants and I was just like, Jesus.
He also went after Steven Crowder.
I like Crowder, honestly.
He wrote for his show.
Really?
And then there was some drama that happened, and then Owen Benjamin didn't go back, and then Crowder was like, I don't know what's going on with Owen, and that was enough for him to make like a 2-hour-long video denouncing Steven Crowder.
And now he has nothing.
He's got nothing but a bunch of YouTube followers. It's like the worst thing you have is a bunch of people commenting on your YouTube video.
Because he'll do a live stream, play piano and shit.
Just to him drinking.
Yeah.
White Claws. Good drink, by the way. Get those. Only 100 calories.
White Claws?
Yeah. I think it's 5%, 100 calories. Get the black cherry.
I feel like Scotty was drinking those the other... Hey, I'm just kidding. Scotty was drinking those the other night.
You better be. They're delicious.
Good? Really?
Amazing.
Wow.
The black cherry, great. Lime, prickles your tongue. It's good.
What percent?
5.
All right.
Or 4.7. I think it's one of those. I mix up with Coors Light sometimes. I don't know why.
Because they're both shit.
All right, now you're like, I don't think we'd be friends.
Oh. All right, folks. Well, that's the end of this episode.
Don't insult the Rocky Mountains, dude. When that can turns blue, it's go time.
No, dude, fuck that. PBR.
Whoa.
100%.
PBR.
All the time.
All right.
PBR isn't Natty Light. No, not Natty Light. I'm not fucking...
Natty
I'm
Light.
not a fucking psychopath.
You have to be from the Midwest to like Natty Light.
Like 8 cents a can.
Yeah, or Gunner.
Yeah, Gunner, this fucking guy.
Does he chew dip by any chance?
No, he lives upstairs, but he's like, dude, I've been really digging Natty Extra. I was like, what the fuck did you just say?
What's the extra part of it?
Probably like an extra 8 calories in the can. But I was like, what the fuck did you just say? He's like, yeah, dude, it's really fucking good. I'm like, you're disgusting. Get the fuck out of here. You're gross. Fucking Natty Extra. If you're gonna go with anything with natural in the name, you get the cheapest one. Don't even go with whatever the fuck extra is. I don't know what that is. It's fucking ridiculous. What I was saying about Owen Benjamin, though.
Oh, I don't know. He drinks a lot of White Claws. I can respect him for that.
I mean, he seemed like a really cool dude.
Get the mango one.
He just named all the flavors.
There's fucking raspberry, ruby red, grapefruit, black cherry, lime. That's in the fucking 12-pack. If you want the mango, you gotta go out of your way and find that separately, dude.
Like at a Bevmo.
Maybe. I don't go to Bevmo.
You should.
I actually went there once. Never
They have
mind.
everything. They have everything.
I went there to get some old Rasputin, and then I went to Whole Foods, and it was $1 cheaper at
Talk
Whole
about
Foods.
Rasputin, dude. That guy's a fucking G. This fucking guy
That guy can't die. He's
worked his
immortal.
way all the way up in the Russian, oligarchy, whatever.
You know my theory, dude? He just hated his wife so much. He's like, I'm gonna ditch her on the farm with the kids and just fucking get out of here and go be crazy on the streets.
And get fucked up, convince the family, save the child, Alexei, the kid.
He got so lucky with that shit.
Oh yeah, because he kept basically the doctors were giving him some sort of medication apparently because his blood was thin. It's because he was a hemophiliac.
Oh yeah, it was thinning his blood even more. And he was like, stop.
Yeah, so he would just not give the kid the medication, and then all of a sudden he'd be okay. And they're like, oh, he's a fucking magic man, and just worked his way all the way up. And then he would just manipulate people to the point of like, I mean,
he had wild orgies apparently.
Oh, he did everything.
He's like, fuck the wife. I'm gonna go have orgies in Moscow.
Fuck this fucking broad and her son. I'll save his life by these miracles, and all he was doing was probably fucked up. He's like, I don't need that shit, bro, and fucking save this kid. Like, that guy's, he was a madman. I don't really know shit about. I listened to a
Very respectable madman.
last
Not
podcast
really.
on the left, I think. Have you heard of that show?
It sounds familiar. Is that with that Asian dude?
I don't. That Asian dude.
there's an Asian dude there, right?
Is he the one from Hangover?
Oh,
That's the only one that came to mind when you said that.
Is he
Asian
on
dude.
there?
I don't think so. No,
Oh.
he's not.
I don't
It's
know.
Henry Henry Zabrowski, and some other fat fuckers. I don't think
one of
that's
them's a
an
fat
guy.
Asian, right?
No,
Oh.
that's Bobby Lee.
No, he's taller than Bobby Lee. He was on Bobby Lee's podcast.
Really?
It was like two Asians meeting up, playing ping pong or something.
Is that what Asians do?
I don't know. You ever go to an Asian barbecue?
No.
Me neither. I don't think they fucking exist.
He's not Korean barbecue.
Well, you go to a place for Korean barbecue. You don't have that in your house or like in your backyard and invite the bros over
I mean,
and drink sake with sake, whatever the
that's
fuck.
Japanese, bro. You gotta specify your form of Asian.
They gotta look different.
What? There's like Filipinos and
Philo, what is?
yeah, like the wine. It's PHILI.
Oh, you mean the Mexicans that figured out how to go on boats?
NOTS. No, those are Cubans.
Ah, shit.
Mexicans on boats.
I guess those are Cubans.
Welcome to the racist hour. This is what I was gonna
So I heard you have some black neighbors, dude. Let me get out.
No, I
Let
don't
me
talk
get out
to
the
the
wooden
neighbors.
cross.
I don't talk to them. Stop.
I'm gonna get you banned from
This is
YouTube.
going on. Yeah, this is gonna happen.
That's
You're
my
gonna get me
goal.
banned. Let's just preface this with this is a joke, all right?
Italians, I can't stand them, dude.
That was fucking talking with their hands and shit. Honestly, I love that Family Guy skit where the secret code word for the Russian spy was boy, that Italian family at the next table sure is quiet. Because it's something that nobody would ever say.
Went to an Italian wedding once, dude.
Eh.
It was
Did you ask
very lively.
Godfather?
Well, there's no Godfather. You're the pussy Italians, not the fucking Sicilians, dude.
Oh, you actually went to the Italian one?
Yeah, I thought I was kidding. I was gonna make a racist joke.
No, I thought you were gonna make like a Godfather joke or something.
No, you're racist.
What? I'm racist?
Yeah, I just went to an Italian wedding.
Yeah, was it?
Now you're assuming they're part of the mob.
I don't know if that's racist.
It's something.
There's an Italian mob.
There's a lot of mobs.
What other mobs are there?
Could you call like a cartel a mob? Isn't it mafia just like a name for gangster in Italian?
I don't fucking know. No, cartels are too big.
They're pretty big. Well, the mobs used to be fucking huge.
Yeah, Italian mob. There's like Irish mob, right? It's the Japanese.
I thought those are just terrorists.
Yakuza. No. Like in Boston.
Oh, there's only the IRA.
No, that was those are just terrorists. White terrorists. Who would have thought?
Hey, they did some good stuff, dude. The only parts of like the UK that actually are like certified Irish is because of the IRA. Otherwise, they'd have no territory.
I mean, who cares?
Whoa,
What?
I got some Irish blood, maybe.
So
Possibly,
why?
maybe.
I know I do.
I'll take a DNA test. I'll be 2% sub-Saharan African.
Apparently, you shouldn't do that. Omar said 23andMe.
I'm never gonna do that. I'm not gonna spit in a bottle and send it to some lab somewhere.
Got it from my dad, and he did it.
That's weird.
I mean, yeah, but we got to see where he came from. Turns out, surprise, surprise, the dude from England, 100% white.
Wow.
It's like
It's kind of like a waste of a DNA kit.
I
isn't it?
should have probably given it to my mom or some shit. You know.
Just give it to Omar. Like he's Norwegian.
No, dude, he is pure fucking African.
Pure-blooded fucking Sweden.
Sierra Leone and in Morocco.
Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Like a fucking whiskey or something.
Yeah. No, it's like a type of wine.
Oh, it's like the bubbly wine.
Champagne?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Sierra Leone? It's probably a type of alcohol. You can probably look that up. Yeah. See if Sierra Leone is actually a kind of alcohol. So just type in Sierra Leone alcohol and see what comes
Also, look up those Philo what is he was talking about.
It's people from Philadelphia that like wine a lot.
I thought they like beer.
No. It's PHILIPINOTS.
Yeah, I don't watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, so I don't really know what's going on with their culture.
I wasn't.
Nothing's showing up. It's just showing alcohol in Sierra Leone.
Okay, I guess that isn't a thing then. Never mind.
Could be a thing.
We could make it the thing, and then like
Get Omar in on it.
Yeah,
we don't have to do that. We don't have to go that far. We just we might be racist. You could be like a token.
It's a
Cultural appropriation. Yeah, we'll be going imperial on them, dude.
How can we name alcohol after a country that we're not even from?
People make champagne in California. Champagne has to be from fucking France. Otherwise, it's not real. It comes from a specific fucking farm or something.
Really? That's
Yeah.
oh, like it has to do
named after
with regions.
It's like Bordeaux wine comes from Bordeaux. Champagne wine comes from.
That's what I was talking about. Pinot wine. It's a kind of wine. PINOTS.
I know what Pinot is.
All right, yeah, Filipino.
Oh.
That was the joke. Philadelphia.
Oh, it was a joke.
Phillies people.
I'm
that
just
like-
an uncultured
like
swine.
wine. Yeah, you're kind of fucking stupid. But have you ever heard of the place Pinot Palette?
No, I
It's
want
in
to go
Granary.
there.
It's in Granary Square. It's a bunch of fucking moms that go there on like Wednesday nights.
Where they drink wine
They
and
drink
paint
wine
ceramics.
and learn how to paint, not ceramics, on
Ah.
fucking canvas, dude. I want to go so bad.
There's like fucking place where you like do yoga, drink wine, and then like do fucking
That sounds like a terrible
sculpture.
idea. Sounds like a fucking terrible idea. Oh Jesus! What the fuck? We're just perfect. Fair enough. You didn't bring Joel one.
Fuck
All
no.
for me.
Those things are good.
Did you not tell him that he was here?
I'm sorry.
You not told. Oh, so is that for? Is that for Jonas or what?
They're all for me.
Fuck off. Feck off.
See, really.
Jonas isn't
slighted
drinking
right now.
tonight. We were talking about making a form of alcohol called Sierra Leone. And then I was like, yeah, we could get Omar in on it. And he was like, we don't have to go that far. I don't. And then I looked it up, but I don't think that there is no alcoholic brand. Buddy, go upstairs.
That's why we can make it. 'Cause
That
it
probably
doesn't
just
exist
that
yet.
probably just clips so fucking hard. Just sat right next to it and screamed, "Buddy, go upstairs."
We'll equalize it or something.
Yeah.
Or just
I mean,
leave it.
if Conor McGregor can make alcohol, so can we. Look at him.
Well-
He's trying to hop over. This fucking scumbag.
This boy doesn't have the gumption to hop over. Dude.
The gumption. What the fuck does that mean?
No, the cojones.
You literally got him fucking snipped, tied a rubber band around him.
Fucking euthanize them, dude.
Can I get a...
These are all Omars, dude. What are you doing?
Have you ever had this? You have?
Yeah,
It's delicious.
it's really good.
So, are you familiar with the Bavarian purity law?
Was that? What the fuck is that? That sounds racist. Pure? Who are we purifying?
The Bavarian purity law is basically in Germany. They made a law in like 1516 or some shit like that. Isn't it on the bottle? No, in accordance with the
Thank you, Omar.
this beer fucking since 1363. Wasn't it like Jesus time?
Something like that.
Thank you.
That's a long time ago, dude. Anyways, the Bavarian purity law basically means that you can use 4 ingredients in your beer. Do you know what 4 ingredients those are?
Water, yeast, wheat. Fuck, I don't know.
Water, yeast, hops, and barley. It's the only 4 ingredients you're allowed to have in German beer. And that's why they have the best beer in the world.
The best beer in the world. You ever been to San Diego?
Yes. Have you been to Germany?
Fuck no, I'm not going to
Exactly.
Germany. Have you been to Germany?
Fuck yeah.
I don't believe you. Show me your passport.
It's actually upstairs, but
Show me the
I'm not gonna
stamp.
go grab it. I could. I fucking could.
I bet you could.
Went to Munich.
Talking big game.
Went to Austria. Went to Copenhagen. Went to Sweden. Was only
What's
in
with Germans
for like 8
making
minutes.
purity laws, dude?
Doesn't have anything to do with like
I don't know.
race or anything like that.
At some point it did.
That was after the law, though.
We made another one.
Yeah, but they were giving people free tattoos.
You know how expensive that ink was?
Oh, God. I was gonna make a Holocaust denial joke, but you're not allowed to, apparently.
Do it, pussy.
It's too late. That was a joke. Holocaust wasn't even real anyways. Cheers.
You just cheered racism.
There's no bounds when it comes to comedy.
Oh, you're a comedian now.
Always have been.
Let's bring Omar into this.
I was Omar
Cheers
yesterday.
to racism. The beer that a black man bought you. I'm disgusted.
I brought this up yesterday to Omar. I said, and he's like, "No, you can never be a comedian."
He said that to you?
Yeah, he said it to me.
I think he's right. Wait, why do you say that? What was
You guys could just give me like a little push.
What was the context?
And then, I was drunk, dude. Made some stupid fucking joke about something.
Did somebody laugh? And you were like, I could be a
because he was
comedian.
like, he was talking about tall whites like aliens, and I was like, what is that, like a 7 foot tall white girl? And he was like, yeah, and I'm like, you know what they say, all girls are 5 foot laying down. And nobody got it. That was it.
I didn't get it.
You don't get it. I mean, like when you're fucking a chick, it doesn't matter how tall she is. That's the joke.
She's still not 5 feet. That's just factually incorrect.
You fucking buzzkill.
Plus Killington.
Family Guy has some good skits. I'm not gonna lie.
There are some, but like when you have like 30 in a span of a second, like you better have one of them that lands.
And 4 out of 10 times they did.
4 out of 10. That's almost even.
Almost 50% of them. Oh, fucking Christ, dude.
What we were talking about before the making beer thing. So, Owen Benjamin. Let's ignore him. Leave him in the past.
Purifying cultures, races. Talking about Sam Harris killing Muslims.
You know what I could do without? Scandinavia.
Why?
Just don't like them.
Why?
Scandinavians?
Yeah, you ever been there?
Hell no.
It's great.
I'm not gonna surround myself with some Danish people.
I mean, not all people from Scandinavia are Danish.
I don't even know if they're fucking Scandinavian.
It's Danish people. Yeah, it's Denmark,
Uncultured
Sweden,
swine.
Norway, Finland.
All places I can go.
No,
All the good people left those places.
don't agree. No,
They came over here.
no, dude. I went there. Women are beautiful.
You know why? They were selectively bred.
And I don't care. They're all eye candy over there. The fields are green. The trees are pretty. There's lakes all over the fucking place. Weather's nice, except for, when it's wintertime. They speak a really funny
Like winter,
language.
like 9 months there.
It's like super fucking bouncy.
It's bouncy.
Hinga-dinga-durgan. Yeah, straight up. Just fucking... It's nice, dude. I liked it a lot. It's laid the fuck back. There's like no people.
I went to Mexico once.
It sounds like a shithole.
No, it was cool. You could blow stuff up.
Where?
Anyway, you
TJ?
just take like an M80 and you throw it.
I mean, and what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's great.
You could buy them on the street too.
There was this giant fucking store that said fireworks in bold red letters. It's like they wanted you to do it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I
Where'd you
did.
go in Mexico, TJ?
I don't know, man. I went to the fireworks store.
So you must have gone to Tijuana, right?
I don't know.
How do you not know? What are you talking
was
about? How
like
fucking
10.
drunk? Oh, well, that doesn't.
What the fuck?
Then that doesn't count.
I was drunk as shit. I was drinking Coronas and Pacificos,
There's no-
Tecates.
Modelo's. You didn't realize there's no drinking age in Mexico.
It was Modelo time, fool, all the time.
all the time. It was Modelo time last night, that's for sure. You saw my Instagram story, you know
I
what's
don't have
up.
Instagram.
Not you, I'm talking to the fucking audience. All 7 people.
All 7 people and a dog.
Yeah, not the 7 people in this room. There's only 4 of us in here. I'm talking about the listeners.
No, that dog listens.
No, he doesn't. That's the fucking problem. Oh, buddy. Look at his fucking black beady eyes piercing through your soul. Look at that.
Something wrong with black beady eyes?
Yeah, they're creepy as fuck.
Alright.
What?
I don't know. What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh, back to this one. The whole episode. Okay, well, I'll actually tell you about my favorite one. The fucking pirate with his Birkenstocks and a dyed blue beard.
Pirate with Birkenstock?
Yeah, dude, we went fucking in deep yesterday.
I never heard of this one.
Fucked up stuff. It's not even. I don't even know why he brought it up, but we just started talking shit. Made no sense.
It's drunk.
Yeah, Omar told. Okay, this is a good situational. If you saw Bigfoot in the woods, would you shoot him? You had a gun.
Probably.
Would you shoot him?
He doesn't deserve to live. What's he doing?
Ooh, Omar would disagree with you.
Why?
So.
This big fucker, he's scary. He's terrorizing children left and right.
I don't know of any kids that have been terrorized by Bigfoot.
You ever have a bad dream about the fucking boogeyman? It's kind of like that with Bigfoot.
The Baba Yaga?
The who he what is?
The Baba Yaga?
I'm uncultured. What
You
is
never
this?
saw John Wick?
I've seen the first one.
Yeah, Baba Yaga. Just boogeyman.
Oh, in Russian.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Cultured man. Going to Germany.
I'm not cultured, okay?
Speaking Russian.
Ugh.
Banging Swedish girls. Left and right. They're 5 foot, according to you, all the time.
Well, this one wasn't particular. Anyways. The fuck? Oh, conspiracy theory. So I had this conspiracy theory about mattress stores, and that they're just like a money laundering front. And we looked into it a little deeper, and there was a street. What is it, Nordhoff? That street with like 14 mattress stores within 2 blocks of each other.
People there need beds.
No, they don't. That's the fucking thing. When was the last time you bought a mattress?
I never bought a mattress.
Exactly. When was the
I
last
find
time?
them.
When you can find them all over the place. When was the last time anybody you knew bought a mattress?
That's a good question. When my house got remodeled, bought 2 of them.
When was that?
4 or 5 years ago.
Exactly. Never bought one since. How often is that happening? People don't buy mattresses. You go to a mattress store, huge fucking buildings. You gotta pay employees. You gotta pay, the rent, electricity, inventory, all that shit. Nobody's buying them. How many mattresses do you have to sell a day to keep that shit going? Probably a lot.
A couple. We put a down payment on it, trick people with the lease scheme. Make them pay like a certain amount a month, and it's more than the actual mattresses cost at the end of the fucking
Because
payment.
of interest. Yeah,
That's what you do. That's
I
the
don't
scheme.
think that that's happening.
What do you mean? You don't get your sleep and sail mattress and then pay like a $14
14 mattresses on the same fucking block, dude.
What if you're flipping them?
Who flips? What do you? That's not even flipping. That's
I'm
called
just trying to be the
reselling.
straight man, dude.
Yeah, dude, you're playing devil's advocate.
No,
It's
I
not
buy the
working.
mattress and I flip it.
You just flip it over. There's
We got a warehouse full of them. You want one? Can't sell them.
nobody fucking buys mattresses, and these stores are everywhere. There's like 15 in Santa Clarita alone.
You've done the math?
Yes, we looked it up because I was like, what
You're
the
really
fuck's happening?
serious about the mattress
Yeah,
store
because I
problem.
really think that that's the thing, honestly.
What do you think of that, Omar?
I think he's crazy.
That's what I'm thinking. I think
Jonas believes me.
Yeah, I agree with
I'm gonna have to report both of you to my carekeeper, and he's gonna handle this.
You have the same caregivers as Ben Affleck?
Yeah, he's my carekeeper. Is that what I said?
Carekeeper? You said Ben Affleck has caregivers, and if he doesn't
Support Islam.
support Islam, he gets spanked when he gets home.
I didn't say he gets spanked.
I said that.
He gets spanked on Twitter, maybe.
I like to think about him getting
You like to think about getting spanked?
No, just Ben Affleck.
What do you think of femdom?
Findom. Well,
No, not the financial domination.
Oh.
Female domination.
like
Just, getting
female
pegged.
dominating men.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on what extent. Like,
Whoa, what are you into?
probably a bunch of stuff. I don't know, but like it depends on to
Unexplored
what
avenues?
extent. Yeah, sure, dude. I'm fucking open to that shit. I eat
saying
ass.
you'd get
whatever.
pegged?
No, I didn't say that.
that game.
You get
no.
fucked up the ass with a strapped-on dildo about yay big, vibrates, 12 inches, give or take.
No, I wouldn't.
What if it didn't vibrate?
No,
Okay.
maybe cut down the side. No, I'm just kidding. No, like that. I don't want anything in my butt. Like honestly, but I don't know, man. get tied up and shit. See what happens.
See what happens. You're not going anywhere. Nothing's gonna happen.
I don't know. Like I haven't experienced.
You're open to these.
I'm open minded. We'll see what happens. She's probably some fucking really hot crazy bitch. You know. What? You guys are looking at me like what? Like I'm saying some fucked up shit.
I might have just sandbagged you on your own show into
Sandbag.
getting into the fucking femdom. So you're into financial domination, findom.
Findom. Yeah.
You'd pay for a premium Snapchat and then pay her $20 every month.
No, I give them my whole bank account and they control
Shit,
my
dude.
money. That's what Findom is.
You give them the
They have
whole account?
all control.
If you just buy them like In-N-Out every now and then.
That's called a sugar daddy, bro. That's not
It's the
Findom.
fucking same thing, isn't it?
No.
You're like whipping some like,
Financial
beta
domination
dude.
is when they have complete control over your money.
I think there's like layered aspects to it.
Probably.
Like
There's
some guys get pegged,
debts.
some don't. Some guys give them the whole bankroll, some don't.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Most definitely.
I feel like paying for a premium Snapchat is like financial domination. You gotta kind of be like,
On the lowest fucking level.
yeah, there's layers to it. Like I
So,
said,
I mean, what's below that? Paying for a Pornhub membership?
cam whores.
Like donating to...
No, like you go on like Chatterbait and you're
Cam
like, give me
girls.
$20 to see your cooter, you know, like that kind of stuff.
God, cooter. Fucking
It's
awful
family
word.
friendly show.
Let me see the monkey.
Let me see the
$20.
I swear to God, Joe Rogan's the hottest girl you ever seen. He said that on every fucking girl. He's the hottest coke whore you ever seen, Joe
They're
Rogan.
probably so gross.
Of course they are.
Look at him.
Let me see the monkey.
Let me see the monkey.
How did you come up with that?
Oh, let me see the monkey. It's fucked up.
It smelled like roses, dog.
There it is. Playing the fucking moonshine jar. What conspiracy theory do you think is believable?
When I was 13, I came up with the idea that Hitler invented dinosaurs to distract the masses. I was 13.
Did you come up with that, or did
Yeah.
you just hear it?
No, I came up with it.
You sound like one of them flat Earth types.
I came up with that too.
You know that 4chan convinced a bunch of people that Finland didn't exist?
I heard 4chan was full of hackers and racists. What are you doing on there?
I've never been on 4chan.
How did you hear about this?
YouTube?
They have a YouTube 4chan?
No. Just people talking about 4chan.
You seem to know a lot about 4chan.
I don't
dude.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know shit about fucking 4chan.
You don't, dude. I heard there's a femdom board.
r/brain cell.
Brain cell? What's
You're
a brain
about
cell? It's like a smart incel?
Quite the opposite, but
It's
yeah,
a
it is.
dumb
It is
incel.
about incels. It's a whole forum on Reddit.
What do you think of
about
incels? Opinion, hot take, incels. Go.
Incels. Love them.
Can't go without them. They're a necessary evil in this world.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson.
He's incel.
No, he's not. He's a wife and kids.
Doesn't mean he's not incel.
What are you talking about? He's not celibate.
He could be. He's a good Christian boy.
He's not.
How do you know?
I thought he was Jewish.
He's Christian.
I'm just kidding.
With Sam Harris.
Yeah.
The same side of the coin.
All right. Anyways, incels. Like on r/brain cell, they talk about like they have code words. Like they call females femoids.
Yeah, the femoids.
Yeah, and they say like a dude that isn't an incel. They call him Chads.
Yeah, you got your Chads, you got the incels, you got the Stacys.
Stacy's.
you got
Yeah,
the
exactly. All right,
femoids.
you know what's going on. But yeah,
Unfortunately, I do.
yeah. So I went on r/brain
I'm incel.
cell. No, you're not.
Shut the fuck up.
What are you talking about?
I'm incel.
Okay.
It sucks.
Are you proud?
I hate being incel.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know.
No, you don't know.
You're not an incel.
Dude, stop.
You don't hate women. Do you?
Incels don't have to hate women, they
Yeah.
just can't get laid. Involuntary celibate.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, a lot of them hate women.
On r/brain
What if I did
cell,
hate women?
Yeah, they all hate women.
If I hate women, am I incel?
Oh, if you hate women because you can't get laid, then yeah.
What if I just hate them because I can get laid and it makes me respect them less? Because I know what I am.
I think you just be misogynistic. I don't know. Like, that's like, are you okay?
Am I okay with females?
I guess. I don't know. With anything? Are you good?
With anything? No, you're making me uncomfortable.
Good.
The incel talk. I don't know why you brought this up.
I don't either. One half of a fucking Franzen Sconner, whatever the fuck these things are called. start talking about
You were in
incels,
Germany.
dude. I'm not one of those fucking German speaking folk.
All right. I heard you yodeling.
Is that a German thing? Yeah, it is. 100%.
You go in the Alps and you yodel.
I've been to
they
the
got
Alps.
an Alps, don't
Been to
they?
the Austrian Alps. Yeah, it's fucking gorgeous. Unlike anything I've ever seen, honestly. The size of a mountain, it's so fucking big you can't even comprehend it. Shit's weird.
It's that big, huh?
Oh yeah.
You been to the Grand Canyon?
No.
It's pretty big. let's talk about more big things. There's not a lot of them.
Yeah,
Maybe there are a lot of them.
I don't know.
Dude,
Hoover
space.
Dam. It's a big one.
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam.
I've been there in Fallout New Vegas.
Was it pretty big?
I think. It's hard to scale
Have you?
things.
Yeah,
It's pretty
big.
pretty big in Fallout New Vegas.
I know, in real life.
In real life. It was in a Transformers movie.
Everything's
They
big
went to
in
the-
Transformers.
Yeah, even the Transformers are. Even except for what's that chick's name?
Megan Fox?
Megan, her tits weren't that big in that movie.
Alright, dude. Now you're getting misogynistic again.
You said everything is big. That's factual.
I was just talking about big things, and you went to the women.
Yeah, this guy just keeps backing me in a corner. So this is just like me getting picked on the whole time.
It's the bully episode.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting intellectually.
You have to give me your
bullied.
bankroll.
Yeah, I will.
I will financially
I
dominate.
just agree. Yeah, femdom, findom. What other doms are there? Give me all of them.
All the doms.
I'm getting intellectually dominated.
What
right
other
now.
doms are there? There's gotta be different other types.
Yeah, let's look that up.
Maybe he doesn't want that in his search history.
Subsections of BDSM.
Subsections?
Subgroups. I don't know.
I know there's subs in BDSM,
Yeah, submissives.
and then there's tops.
Tops. That was about gay dudes.
Oh. Well, you know more about the gay community than I would.
What are you talking about? It's like pitcher catcher shit.
Pitcher catch. Dude, why do you keep going on about this gay stuff?
I'm talking about baseball.
Baseball. All I know is that you gotta chew dip. Copenhagen. Skull.
I don't know anything about dip.
I don't either.
What are you talking about then?
Copenhagen and Skull.
I don't know what that is.
Dip.
This is the worst podcast to date.
Like,
Just
I really hope so.
it's Joel's fault. And he did it on purpose.
Sadism and masochism.
Okay, sadism and
Sadism.
masochism.
Sadism is when an individual.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we need the subsections,
Yeah.
like the people
Those
who
are
are like.
that's what it means. It
We need the
means
weirder stuff.
bondage, sadism,
Sadism, and
masochism, and discipline. That's what BDSM stands for.
Bondage, discipline, sadism.
That's what I meant. Fucking whatever. Yeah, bondage,
Wait, is it really
discipline,
what the D is? I thought
sadomasochism.
the BD was just bondage.
No, it's bondage, discipline, sadomasochism.
You know a lot about this lifestyle, and you're
I've
ruining
actually-
this guy's search history.
No, I've
already.
actually looked into the philosophy for BDSM, which is like
Wow.
actually really good. Well, it was on podcast, some people talking about it.
This guy's gonna get weird ads now.
No, he's got an ad blocker.
I don't know. I don't know what they do these days.
BDSM's like, it's actually like pretty positive thing.
Is it getting fucked up the ass by a female with a giant schlong attached to
Yeah,
her?
it's not forced. It's not fucking rape. They want to get
Why do you keep
pegged.
going to these weird places?
Because you're saying that wasn't a positive thing. If that's what the dude wants, that's what he wants.
What if he doesn't really want it, but he's been tricked by society into thinking that he should be the lesser of the two?
Then there's some issues there, dude. That's really
Then
deep.
let's go there. Then what if there's issues with BDSM that people aren't talking about because they're trying to trick you into empowering yourself?
Oh, geez. Maybe they need like therapy then. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting backed into a corner. I don't know.
What if they do
man.
like that psychosexual therapy where like their therapist fucks them, will tell them how their mom abused them?
Oh my god. Oh. I don't
I think
know.
this is going pretty good.
I don't know what to say. I don't. You go to topics I just have no knowledge of, dude.
I have no knowledge of that
You're
either.
bringing all of these things up and not following up with anything. You're just fucking drilling on me with this shit.
Drilling you.
I don't know what to say. What the fuck? Give me
You
something.
ever read Huckleberry Finn?
Isn't that like a racist book?
If you make it racist, but the kid saves the fucking slave at the end.
No, I've never read
He's
it.
not even a slave, I don't think.
I don't read shitty books.
But they do call him the N-word a lot.
Yeah. Is his name Jim?
Yeah, something. Jim something. I don't know.
Nigga Jim.
Have you read?
Thanks, Omar.
Tom Sawyer's pretty cool. He's just kind of an asshole, shithead, fuck.
What you're talking about? Oh, he's the guy who wrote that book, huh?
No, that's fucking Mark Twain.
It's a Rush song. I don't read
In the
all
first
shitty books.
book, okay, Huckleberry Finn has a prequel, and that's The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. No, is it The Adventures of Tom Sawyer? You've read them, right?
Huckleberry Finn comes after Tom Sawyer, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's Tom Sawyer then Huckleberry Finn.
Okay.
But there's like characters that are in both of them, and Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn are like best friends.
Okay.
At the very end of Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn gets rich as fuck, and he's got an. Why am I talking like this?
Dude, it's the first thing you've actually talked about instead of just fucking drilling me and calling me a racist and misogynist and shit.
No, we talked about
Talking about incels and saying how much I know about them and fucking saying that I want to be pegged up the ass.
I don't know. We're summarizing.
This is better. Go on.
No one made it to this point.
Yeah, keep fucking. You're right, but there is one person who I know listens to the entire thing, and that's Kevin. So this is all for Kevin all the time.
Who's Kevin?
My friend. He's on episode 3.
What's his last name?
Wrestler.
He's a wrestler?
No. Oh Jesus.
RESTL.
No.
ER?
RESLER. Kevin Wrestler.
Never heard of him.
I know you haven't.
It's a good episode though.
What is?
I didn't watch it along with him.
Yeah, it was a great episode. And I talk about fucking Huckleberry Finn. I don't even care. You can talk about it.
No, okay, let's talk about something else.
I'm not gonna listen.
You're not gonna listen.
No, just talk.
I'm the host now. This is my show.
Yeah.
I'm
Go.
the captain of this ship.
Go for it.
There was no segue there, to be honest. I don't know why I brought up Huck Finn.
I don't either.
I
but
thought you would have read it.
It was at least something.
Omar's read it.
I don't read shitty old books.
It's not shit. It's good.
It's a literary classic.
It has-
Boring.
It has good morals.
Fucking
Except for
boring.
some of the people.
Except for, all the fucking racist shit, but...
Yeah, but the kid overcomes it, and he's in a culture surrounded by people who are telling him how to be racist, and he's like, no, I'm gonna be friends with Jim. He's cool, and I'm gonna smoke my corn pop pipe even though I'm 12.
is that the book?
He goes down the Mississippi smoking tobacco out of his pipe.
At 12?
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a stud.
He's a good old boy.
A real good old boy. It's like Duke's Hazzard. Did you find anything?
On BDSM?
Didn't dig deep enough.
That's fine. We're just kind of wondering what other kind of dominations there were.
I mean, you were.
What do you mean?
I'm not into that.
I just think the philosophy behind it is a positive thing.
Alright, let's go back to that then. What if you have some traumatic event that
You're giving
made
me
you
this
want it?
what if situations that are like...
Life is what ifs.
Okay. Traumatic event that what?
It made you be into being
I
dominated.
hate this show.
You started.
Never having Joel on again.
Damn it, dude. My whole goal is to have a whole spin-off series.
Who the fuck is Joel? Okay, this is Who the Fuck is Joel, episode 1.
I
Where he just bullies me for an hour and a
I
half.
haven't bullied you.
Just made me feel stupid.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Alright, no, what were you talking? Alright, give me your fucking what if, your hypothetical.
No, what if something bad happened to you when you were a kid? I'm not going to use any bad words here, the big R word. Well, let's say something bad happened to you when you were a kid,
Okay.
and now you have to relive it or something.
Okay, well, say a dominatrix is a job.
All right, let's talk about dominatrix. In society, women, they tend to be more submissive.
Yes.
That comes from way back hunter-gatherer stuff, right?
Yes, yeah.
So,
I'd say
why would it be good for a woman to be going against her societal role? I'm just asking you. I don't know anything about the lifestyle.
I don't know. I maybe something that has to do with empowerment or the fact that there are dudes that like to be submissive.
But now their social roles are all switched. Now they don't know where they belong in the fucking hierarchy.
You sound like Jordan Peterson.
I got claws for
You sound like a dark elf right now. So?
Oh, then they're not being empowered to society standards, which means that they can't go on and do the best that they can.
Well, I think that sex workers in general
Whores. Let's call them what they are.
sound like my boss right now. My boss is actually racist. He's a piece of shit. You hear that, Mike?
So you're comparing me to an actual piece of shit.
Yeah, one whole piece of... Shut up.
Now who's bullying who?
You gotta be careful, dude.
Bro, Yeah, I'm sorry. You know it. I know it. All right. Don't fucking flatter
What
yourself.
the fuck?
Get out of here, dude. We talk some mad shit. All right. Both pieces of shit. That's fine, but don't fucking lie to yourself.
I'm not lying to anybody. Certainly not myself.
Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck was I talking about, dude?
Sex
You're talking about
workers.
social. What you have to call them whores. What about the women that actually don't mind fucking for money? What's the problem with that?
What's the problem with that?
Yeah,
They're pretty low down in the societal standing.
I mean, if they're making good money,
Lack of morals, lack of values, lack of principles.
what are you talking about?
If they're okay with fucking dudes for money,
What's the
their
problem?
body is their temple, dude. You don't like appreciate women for their bodies and think they should take the best care of it. You think they should just be getting plowed left and right.
I'm saying that they should be allowed to do what the fuck they want.
Okay.
So
What if
I
they
don't
want
see
to
a problem
abort
with
babies?
that. Oh man.
How many avenues can I take this down?
All of them. This is.
Let's delete the last.
There's no streets. This is
Let's
just a
delete-
fucking open parking lot right now. This.
We're just doing donuts in a park.
By the way, yeah, I don't edit this shit, so keep going. There's no editing. I'm not deleting anything that you said. By the way,
you can at least just put like some music over the whole thing so no one can hear.
No, not happening.
Oh.
All right, no. I think with
Well, I made
abortion-
myself look like a real piece of shit.
Exactly. God, this is great. I flipped it. I'm good now, boys. We're good.
What have you flipped? Your sex roles?
Yeah. So what?
Now you're the bottom.
Yeah, dude. Fucking whatever. I'm the sub now.
Jeez,
I
dude.
don't give a shit. Look, if somebody wants to fuck for money and that's what they choose to do,
I got no problem with it.
you do have a problem.
I
with
don't.
It? Okay, then why you acting like you did?
I got libertarian values. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly, perfect.
I'm not trying to make me look like the asshole.
What the fuck was that shit that you were saying before?
Hypotheticals.
Hypothetical. So you were playing devil's advocate.
No, you were.
What?
You're the one saying they should sell their bodies.
I didn't say they should. I didn't say they should. I said if they want to, that's their choice.
You said it's empowering.
I said it could be for them.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like you're giving some nudges over here.
What are you talking about?
You think I should sell my body?
If you want.
I don't think there's any
care.
fucking anybody's gonna pay for that.
Old ladies,
Old ladies?
really lonely, fat chicks.
Oh, thanks.
Dude,
You know my clientele. Let's start a business.
I mean,
We can make Monte Cristo. What was the place we're gonna make alcohol named after?
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone alcohol. And it'll be sponsored by all our sex workers.
Who's all of them?
Me.
One free bottle of Sierra Leone
Per fuck.
per fuck. Just jug wine made in a fucking toilet.
Big old jug, and then after we drink it all, we'll have a band meeting, and I just start blowing on it. I'm hitting a tambourine. Spit and tip into it.
That's like the fucking hi hat.
That's the percussion.
And then blowing on your jug wine. I don't know, dude. This went off the rails. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about anymore, man. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
What do you think of Jordan Peterson?
I like him.
What do you like about him?
I like. Have you ever? Did you read 12 Rules for Life?
Fuck no, I didn't read that big ass book.
Yeah, it's a big ass book.
I read a part that said he thinks skateboarding's good.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, because exposes you to the dangers of the world.
So the other chapters just him being like, read the fucking clean your room.
Clean your room. That's the first one.
And then the second one's like, clean your parents' room.
Yeah. No, but I think it has a lot of really good points. Not anything that I don't think I already knew, but
See, that's the thing everyone always says about him. Like, it's all common sense.
yeah, but I think that it needs to be reiterated to a lot of people because it is common sense that nobody seems to have.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like, just because something's common sense doesn't mean you internalized it or you didn't think about it.
So he kind of breaks it down. He uses a lot of like biblical stories to point out his points and use them as metaphors. So I don't know. I really liked it, and I like what he says about a lot of things. He's extremely well thought out. He's open to changing his mind if he gets called out for his shit. He accepts it and tries to reframe his argument. So yeah, I think he's a good dude.
Have you seen his biblical analysis series on YouTube?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's really good. You should check it out.
Yeah, I will.
They're really long though, so they're like just full lectures that he uploads.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the greatest thing he's done, is he's taken full university lectures and just put them up for free on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty neat.
He's really fucking smart though.
He's starting his own university.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it called? JPU.
I don't think he's that vain that he'd name it after himself.
It's called Dark Elf University.
It's Machine Elf,
favorite
DMT,
That's one of
pineal gland.
My favorite things is somebody in like some Facebook or whatever the fuck was like, I like Jordan Peterson, but he sounds too much like a dark elf. and then the next comment was Juden Peterstein. And then the next comment below that was Jordan Peterson commenting saying, "Go sully the internet somewhere else, you evil coward."
Go sully the internet somewhere else.
No, I like him a lot though. Sounds a little bit like Kermit the Frog, but that's fine.
I mean, he is Kermit the Frog in my eyes. He's like this really stressed out, just like ball of fucking good morals. That's Kermit the Frog.
Stressed out.
He's just all over the place.
He's not. I mean, I think he was at one point, but then he got
I think he still is.
Carnivore diet. Now he's good.
That fixed everything. You just eat raw meat.
It's not raw.
Might as well be.
He just only eats red meat.
I find that weird to believe. Like, I can't believe that that's good for you. Just eating meat and
Well, it's
nothing
not
else.
good for everybody, but in his situation, it's helped a lot because he's basically allergic to everything.
Natural selection.
Yeah, he's supposed to die
He's supposed to be dead.
a while ago. You think that's like part of the problem with overpopulation?
People's immune system's getting better.
Yeah, and like medicine getting better. People aren't dying as much.
I don't know anything about biology or anything, but if the immune system can advance to that point, then that's like fucking Mother Nature's fault.
But I think that a lot of things that were killing people are now curable.
That too.
So it's sort
But
of...
there's also vaccinations creating super viruses that could potentially wipe out the whole fucking human race.
Are you an anti-vaxxer?
No, but it's if you like look at the research, there's like new fungal diseases and shit that have never existed before that are like super fucking advanced. I don't know if fungal disease is related to vaccination.
No, because fungus is a bacteria.
Like what's polio, like that. There's people with polio again, like polio.
Yeah,
outbreaks
because
that
they
happen.
didn't get vaccinated.
Okay, dude, Mr. Science Man.
They didn't get vaccinated.
Well, isn't it?
That's
like,
why they got polio.
Yeah, but isn't like the actual strain of polio itself now like way more deadly than it was before?
Yeah, probably because these people didn't get fucking vaccinated.
I want to make it stronger.
They can mutate, right?
Yeah, so it would be mutating according to the vaccination.
I don't fucking know, man. Just get vaccinated. Anti-vaxxers are wrong.
Are you vaccinated?
Yes.
I'm vaccinated.
Good.
Let's join the vaccination club.
Everybody's in it. Except for fucking idiots.
If we get chicken pox, what do you think of chicken pox?
Apparently it's not an awful thing to get. when
No,
you're
but it
younger.
can lead to fuck, I forget the name of it. There's
Fucking SARS.
SARS, the Russian fucking dictators.
No, that's the SARS. The T-SAR bomba. You heard of that thing?
Shingles. That's what it can lead to. Yeah, if you
like,
fucking
like roofing tiles.
what?
Yeah,
Reuven, what is?
tiles.
Yeah, this went down the drain too. That kills your podcast.
Straight down the shit. You fucking backed me in all these corners playing the best devil's advocate I've ever heard in my entire life. It just fucked me up the ass. You pegged me.
I don't know what's with you and getting fucking
real
fucked
dumb.
up the ass.
Dude, don't worry about it. I don't want you to judge me so much.
Guest star Omar.
No, you can't do that. Fucking cheap shot. Cheap way out.
It's not the cheap way out. It's the.
Omar doesn't have shit to say. He's over here like, God damn, I can't even stand listening to this.
He's just cringing and stuff.
Yeah, he's cringing his fucking heart out.
I'm fine.
I'm just gonna drink my German beer and listen to these two fucking idiots ramble.
I'm gonna view bot this episode so it gets really big, and you're gonna think that everyone just watched it because they love me.
You can do that?
Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna do it.
How much does it cost of...
You can do it the fucking like auto refresher on YouTube. It just has to watch like 40% of the video and refresh, and it'll count as a new view up to like 100 of them.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, please do it.
Just this one though.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
And then I'll get my sequel, dude, and my fucking spinoff.
Yeah, I mean, fuck yeah, I'm down. We just get more fucking racist as we go.
Well, I was never racist.
I was never racist.
What are you talking about? You're the one talking about Swedish women
So?
And then being genetically modified to be perfect.
I did not say that.
You just
Not
agreed
once.
with it.
I said they're beautiful.
And I said because it's selective breeding.
I said, oh, so?
Yeah, you support selective breeding.
No. But what?
If you say so, it's kind of like being in support of something, isn't it?
Got me again. I don't. What's the problem? I don't get it.
Selective breeding?
Yeah.
Well, Hitler didn't have a problem with it, that's for sure.
You know that Sweden's like the rape capital of the world?
Yeah, after like when a certain event happened. We can't go there because Ben Affleck went there and what happened to him, dude?
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
There's like UK slums where people just getting stabbed left and right.
Yeah.
Cops can't do anything because they don't have guns. Imagine being a cop.
British police
It's like,
officers, they're just like, hey,
Stop.
Stop.
Please. Stop in the name of the law. Or what? Oh, fuck. He got me.
I got this fucking little baseball bat.
I don't think they have those anymore. Do they still have batons?
I think so. But yeah, of course. They have to protect themselves somehow.
Well, there's like, they have two different like things. They have like cops and they have like a glorified neighborhood watch that they go around in their little vests and they like report danger. And they got nothing.
It's the thing. There's no guns over there, but people get stabbed like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
I'm not saying I want to be shot, but I'm definitely saying I don't want to be stabbed either. Like,
Yeah, I mean, can't people just like not hurt each other?
no.
No, no. It's an idealistic point of view.
Oh, there's this book by this guy. I think his name is Dr. John Lott, something like that. He analyzed all the states in America that have concealed carry.
Mm-hmm.
And there's things called the red zones. Basically, it's like where high concentrations of crime are.
Mm-hmm.
And anywhere that there's concealed carry, there's just like no crime. And so people always make that argument of like fucking Chicago, and it's guns are all illegal there, and there's a high crime density.
Same thing in Washington D.C.
Yeah, where there's no guns. But then there's other people, forgive me for saying this, Omar, who are racist and say it's because of black people. But then there's a place like Atlanta where there's
I just
concealed
like made
carry.
it way worse.
Yeah, that was,
Sing that with
that
that.
was the point.
Forgive me, Omar.
That was
but-
the point. But in Atlanta, obviously, there's a lot of black people there.
Okay.
And there's concealed carry there. And they have one of the lowest crime rates in the whole country.
I mean, I can believe it.
What do you think of concealed carry? You think it should be allowed?
I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, but I'm definitely not in favor of banning guns.
Have you ever shot a gun? Pew,
Yeah,
pew.
a lot.
You like them?
A lot. Yeah, it's fun for sport. You know,
For sport and hunting people?
not people. No, I wouldn't say that. I don't think I want to kill anybody.
That's what they're made for, don't you know? Is killing things.
Yeah, but you can also like shoot little
Nah.
pieces of paper and stuff.
I always thought that was dumb. People say guns are made to kill. And then they'll cite like the AR-15, which was literally made as a sporting rifle by Armalite. Like its whole design purpose was competition shooting.
Yeah, and the fact that they think that AR stands for assault rifle and it does stand for Armalite.
It's a really weird
Because
way
it's
to
the
make a
company.
stand for Armalite, though.
Yeah, it is. You might maybe like AL or something.
Does Armalite even exist anymore?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Hey, young Jamie, can you pull that up?
Remember looking up?
Look up Armalite. It's a video game.
Armor 3 Light.
Arma 3 Light. No, Armalite. Does it exist still? They have a website?
American Small Arms Engineering Company, founded in the mid-1950s in Hollywood, California. It ceased business
Oh,
in the 1980s. The company was revived in 1996.
Okay.
Huh. It's
So-
from Hollywood. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. But yeah, I think that people are not educated on guns, really.
You know this, the election before? Sorry, I cut you off. There's a guy who ran for sheriff, and one of his whole platforms was making guns, like concealed carry, making it easier to get.
Uh-huh.
And there's never been a sheriff in the history of of LA that's ever wanted that. And you think that that's kind of weird that like sheriffs here are completely for stripping away rights, especially when like
no, if you grow up here.
well,
I don't think that's
statistically though,
weird.
it would make their job easier because crime goes down.
Statistically. But
Maybe they're cherry pick statistics. I mean, you can
that
always
definitely is a fact. I mean, think about
you can
say,
manipulate statistics.
gun violence, for example. They classify suicides
Yes,
as
that's
gun violence, which is the vast majority of the deaths involved.
But on that subject, there's like an epidemic of suicide. There's more
wonder-
people killing themselves than ever.
I wonder fucking why.
Why? What do you think? No, genuinely, why do you
I
think?
think that people don't have purpose.
I think that's a big part of
I
it.
think it's a huge part of it. They don't have any reason for anything. Stuck in the machine, man.
You know, Andrew Yang is.
I do.
Do you agree with that? Giving people $1,000 a month to.
$1,000 a month across the board. Say what, 340 million people in the U.S. So giving everybody above the age of 18 $1,000 a month. Now, what's that? Let's call it 100 million.
Well, it's hard to look at it that way because you have to look at it. So if you're already on welfare programs, you could be making more than that and by taking up tax money. But if you go onto that program, you'd be stripped of all of that just for that flat $1,000 a month. I don't agree with his platform, but I think universal basic income might be a good thing. I'm not sure.
It might be a good thing, but at the same time, where's
$1,000
that
a
money
month.
going to come from? $1,000 a month isn't enough.
Yeah, then it's
It's not enough for anything.
Yeah, it's. I guess his whole thing is it could help people who are already down on their luck save up this money for whatever they want. But like, if you're truly like that down,
You're going to be using that money.
yeah, and you can't stop people from spending it on
Stupid shit.
alcohol or weed and whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they're gonna spend it on.
So, and where's the money going to come from?
Taxpayers.
So I was talking, yeah.
A very specific group of taxpayers though, like the upper middle class who are like independent, like small business owners.
Okay.
That's the weird thing because my dad owns a used car lot, and so like according to the tax break, like he's at a certain percentage where he's making this much, but all that money just goes back into his business. So he's not really like profiting that much. It's just
Okay.
that the government thinks he is. And then once he pays those taxes, I think right now it's 40%, right?
I think a little less. Like 30.
All right, so it's around there, it's 30 to 40 something. Once you actually tax it, it's like now you're back down to the lower middle class.
Yeah. It's so fucking complicated.
Economics are hard.
I think that
They're fucking hard.
I think universal basic income has really good implications, and that if it was possible, it would be really good for certain people. But at the same time, like, you can't control what people do with that money, and that's where the one problem lies. Second problem, where's that money going to come from? They say, okay, people paying taxes, which means are they jacking up the taxes, or are they allocating money from other departments in the government to, you know, to universal basic income? And then I think another reason why it's important now is because of automation, with like
People losing their job.
AI and shit like that. You know, small menial, you know, shitty jobs are going to be taken away from a lot of people from automation. So like, say Amazon, I guess, for example, is trying to, like, the packaging facilities being completely automated. You're a driver, you're good, bro. You're a driver, you're good.
Remember when they tried to make it like drones that delivered packages and the
And then
legislation
everybody just kept stealing the drones.
Well, that and the legislation in certain places, like, I don't think our current legislators are caught up to the point where they understand technology. They're all fucking old.
You don't say.
They're all too old.
Like
for
the
this.
whole Google thing that was going on, and
Oh,
the
with the-
CEO
like,
was talking
explain
about
the
that, and all of them
internet,
were-
and they were
so basically, you're saying that you can put ads on the internet, and like just like
it's not in a magazine anymore.
yeah, like, I mean, just completely clueless, like no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Have you heard Ben Shapiro's argument of like for automation?
No, I haven't.
I
like
can't
Ben
say it
Shapiro.
exactly what it is, but basically he thinks that jobs that are going to be automated, it'll be kind of better off for people because it's like, if you look back in the day when people were working in factories where they would get, there'd be a lot of accidents related to the workplace or operating heavy machinery, and then once it became more automated, those accident levels went down. So you're paying less for your hospital bills, you're paying less to, it's hard to represent his argument because one, he talks so fucking fast and he's throwing so many facts at me that I'll remember the first and the last one, but not the 20 in between.
The fastest talking Jew on the net.
Fastest talking Jew on the net.
You told me that.
I told you that?
Yep.
When was this?
A long time ago. I
think
never
it-
forgot
I
it.
think it's for the best. I don't remember that one.
I mean,
Was it COC?
probably.
Nah, my brain was fried.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
From
Don't.
what?
Ketamine.
Ketamine?
I was doing a lot of that.
Really?
Well, couldn't get enough of that horse tranquilizer, dude.
Ugh. No, but I haven't heard his argument.
He had a whole interview with Andrew Yang. It's pretty interesting. It's worth watching.
I think I will. I started listening to Andrew Yang on Rogan, and I was like, I'm bored as fuck.
He says too many uhs for me to trust him as a politician.
Really?
I don't like that. Because look at like Ben Shapiro. Look at like these high academic people. They
Just fucking knows how to talk.
Yeah, they'll never go, even if it's for like a split second. There's never an
I do it sometimes, but not nearly as much as I
Yeah, but you're not running to be president.
You're right, but I am recording things and putting them on the internet.
You can use uhs.
I guess so, but people get fucking... I get annoyed when somebody's like, yeah,
Well, then just
so
work on
basically, yeah, no, I definitely have, and I do it substantially less than I used to.
I think it's an easy thing to fix once you're conscious of it.
Once you're conscious of it, it's like when people say like all the time.
Yeah.
That bothers the absolute fuck out of me, because then anytime they say it, I start cringing and twitching out.
Like seriously, dude.
Like,
come on.
Like just
It reminds me of Valley Girls.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in California.
Yeah, fair enough. You know those like fucking meme videos where the dudes are going like, "Suh, dude."
Uh-huh.
I never thought those people existed until I started going to bars, and then I just heard people unironically going like, "Suh, dude."
Really?
And I was like, "Holy shit, it exists."
They definitely were doing that ironically in the videos.
Yeah, I knew that like it was a joke in the videos, but I didn't realize these people existed in real life.
Maybe they just didn't get the joke. Maybe like, oh, that's a cool thing to say.
That'd be unfortunate.
I think most of the things that we say are completely ironically. Like most of it.
I think most people say like post-ironic things where they're like using irony as a layer of like a meta humor. Where it's like, I mean this thing, but I don't mean it, and you know what I mean?
Because I am
like,
being serious.
You're being serious,
when
but
I say
you're using
bro-
your facetiousness to hide it.
When I say bro, that's how I feel. That's exactly what it is.
Bro.
Just bro, come on, bro. And then I'll just repeat it a bunch of times to make sure that they know it's a joke.
Yeah, it's like a post-ironic meta humor. It's like you're aware of your post-irony, but at the same time you're still being ironic. But it's, at that point, is it ironic?
No, it's not. That's me trying to cover my ass.
I think that's how everyone is now. There's like a lack of sincerity.
I think like lit.
It's fucking lit, dude. This party's lit.
That's that way. But then there's some people that definitely say that seriously.
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and lit was only supposed to be referred to Kush when you were really fucking high.
I'm lit. This
I'm
Kush is
fucking lit right now. But other than that, people were like, "Oh, this party's lit." Like, no, that's not how that word works.
My favorite one is dank because like you'll be reading like a Edgar Allan Poe poem, and he'll be like, "It was a dark, dank fucking night," and then people are like, "Oh, what up, dude?" It's definitely a word. It's been in our lexicon a lot longer than like the fucking cannabis culture has been using it.
And I'm not that fucking emo. I don't read
You
Edgar
didn't
Allan
read
Poe.
them in like high school?
Not where it's a dank. No, I didn't.
I forget what it was, but it was like describing this mansion and lots of fucked up shit happens in it. And he described it. He didn't describe the mansion as dank. I think he described the night as dank because it was like, lots of precipitation in the air. Yeah, it smelled bad. It was dark and musky.
Musty.
Musty?
Musty.
I don't think I've actually heard musty. I know
Yeah, you
musky.
have.
I know probably.
Musty's a good
Just
one.
being an idiot.
I like musty.
Have you heard of David Foster Wallace?
No.
He's an author. He wrote Infinite Jest, some other books. Infinite Jest is the most famous one. His whole platform is like, we need to embrace a new wave of sincerity and just ditch irony in all forms. He thinks that people, like you were saying, people are like lacking meaning, or lacking purpose. Part of that could be people also lacking sincerity. Like, there's no genuine connections with people, really. There's like a layer of irony almost behind every interaction.
I can definitely see that. Yeah, for sure.
And so he was like really against like new waves of like sitcoms like Seinfeld where like everything's just a fucking dumb joke. Like, this guy's being a psychopath, but haha, it's a joke.
Oh man, don't even, that just reminded me of The Office.
Holy,
do you think that shit's
the
funny?
most unbearable show?
Thank fucking God.
Somebody will put it on and they'll be on like season 5 and they'll start laughing at things. And I'm like, I start to realize these are all in jokes. Like, it's nothing but inside jokes between.
No, the whole joke of the show is that fucking the Michael dude, the boss, is autistic.
I get that.
That's
but, like,
that's the whole joke.
it'll
It's
make
not funny.
references to other like episodes it did before.
Yeah,
And I
probably.
can't understand it if I haven't watched the whole show, and I have no inclination to watch the whole fucking show.
Yeah, but I also don't have any inclination to watch a show where the whole joke
I
is
don't
him
laugh.
being autistic. It's not funny.
It's like if you removed. Have you seen those clips on YouTube where they removed the laugh track from Big Bang Theory?
Yes.
And they're just laughing at Sheldon having an autistic meltdown.
It's fucking creepy.
It's like there's the ball pit episode where is stuck in this ball pit and he's like losing his mind, and they're like everyone's laughing.
It's just dead silent.
And
it's
and
fucking creepy.
You realize like, holy shit, this show's not funny.
No,
not
it's
that
not.
you need that to realize it's not funny.
It was never funny.
But it seems way more deprived of any sensibilities.
It's scary as fuck. Fuck The Office.
I agree.
There are maybe 2 episodes that I chuckled at, like the safety drill one or whatever the fuck, where the dude puts this Dwight or whatever he puts.
He's fucking like just a sociopath autist or something.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen what is that movie called? Super, Omar.
Oh, the superhero movie where he's in it, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
is
that's
young. What's her
Ellen
fuck-
Page.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's a great movie.
I saw it a long time ago. I
Yeah.
thought it was really good.
That's a good fucking movie, and he does a really good job in that. But in The Office, it's just like he's probably one of the funnier characters, and I say that with a huge fucking grain of salt.
None of
couple
their characters
moments
are justified.
that are kind of funny, but it's just if autism is the joke, it's not funny. It's just not. They're doing it wrong. Have you ever seen Freddy Got Fingered?
That movie's fucking ridiculous.
That's my favorite movie of all time. That is how you make an autism joke for an hour and a half straight. That's how
I never thought of that. I saw that. My dad showed that to me when I was like 13.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? That is a fucking
He's
whole
fucking
movie-
in a steaming hot shower with scuba gear on.
Yeah. His dad comes in. His dad looks like Jack Nicholson, kind of. His dad comes in, fucking calls him a retard. It's like that. That's how you make an autism
What do
joke.
you think of Elf? Because that's more or less making fun of a fucking autistic.
It's not funny. It's not.
I don't understand like the cult followings around things like The Office or like Elf. Or it's like we're gonna watch this once a year, every fucking year.
I think.
It doesn't have that much substance to it. You're not like reanalyzing it.
I guess
getting
the
a new
Step Brothers is an autism joke too. But that movie's
It's more like a
pretty funny.
man-child. I guess it could be autistic, but
They kind of seem autistic.
yeah.
But like I enjoy
But
that
that
movie.
has jokes.
Yeah,
that
it's
are, like
pretty fucking
they're
funny.
funny.
Freddy Got Fingered. Beautiful movie.
Also with Super, the Dwight character, I forget the actor's name, like they show you all sorts of problems that he's had through his whole life. He's like a fucking raging alcoholic. I keep saying like now that you fucking brought it up. But you have to justify a character being like a piece of shit retard. Otherwise, there's no point to it. He's just like, I'm gonna be a piece of shit for the sake of being a piece of shit.
Did they ever get a backstory on any character in The Office?
I don't really think so.
Have you watched it, Jonas?
I'm sorry.
The Office?
Yeah.
You have watched it? Is there any backstory on any of the characters?
Do they ever justify a character trait for any of like the asshole?
The
characters?
reason why they're acting the way they are?
Yes, but no. Not really.
Like no flashbacks? No storytellings?
What are you asking right now?
Did they justify the character for
Just-
being a cunt?
They're people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
in
they're
a,
still-
in
they're
a
still
narrative,
cunts.
in a
Yeah.
narrative, if you write a story like a book about a character just being a piece of shit, usually you have some sort of justification. Like there's
Like,
something that
this
happened when they're
earlier
younger.
in
Like,
life.
yeah.
And this is why they act the way they do because they're insecure about whatever. the fuck,
Otherwise, you're just.
anything.
Not.
Otherwise they're just pieces of shit.
It's like a
Nobody
Disney
likes them.
movie bully. Like they're just being a bully for the sake of being a bully.
No.
It's like writing a convincing bully is the hardest thing. It's like how do you convince an audience that this character should be a fucking bully?
Yeah, but that's the
Like
problem.
Sid
with
from
it.
Toy Story, he's just a bully.
And nobody likes him.
There's
which
no
is
reason
why
for
there's
it.
no reason for me to like.
His parents are
anybody in the
nice.
Office.
Like he's just a fucking.
You don't
shit
feel
out.
bad for him at all. No, but like with The Office, like, did you enjoy that show?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that show?
Yeah, it was a good show.
Most people who watch the whole thing like the
Oh, I know.
show.
Yeah, I just
Although they would force themselves to watch.
You can't really
Level
like you said. You can't jump in the middle of it. You have to jump.
Lots of inside jokes.
Yeah.
They do character development on like a minimal level, but it's
Oh shit.
the microphone's probably not picking up what you're saying. Character development on a minimal level.
talking to you guys.
Yeah, I know, but I guess it's chiming into the conversation. I just, I don't, I don't know. I don't find it fun. But my sense of you ever listen to Anthony Jeselnik?
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, that's my sense of humor right there, dude. He's
I don't really like him that much.
okay. In real life, he's not an asshole.
I saw him on parts of the Joe Rogan podcast. He seemed more human and less of
Oh,
just, like,
100%. That's what he was
his
saying.
stand up is like, I'm gonna make fun of the audience for half an hour. You chose the wrong seat tonight. You dumb bitch.
Exactly. That's why I think it's funny, because on the Rogan podcast he was like, look, I be as big of a fucking dick as I can on stage so that I can be a good person off stage. He's like, I'm not like that.
I like Jeff Ross. Like, I think his roast is fucking funny.
I don't know, man. He's alright to me.
Well, I mean, he's not really like. It's hard to say he's a bona fide comedian because his whole shtick
It's just roasted.
is roasting.
Yeah.
He's what is he? They call him the roast master general.
Probably.
That's just his whole persona. Is just, I'm gonna roast you. His
Yeah.
best thing though is he went to a prison and roasted inmates. That takes balls.
That's beautiful.
It takes gumption.
That's really good. I like Anthony Jeselnik style comedy. Like, he told this joke where he's like, yeah, my uncle ran the summer camp for kids that are about to be molested. He's just like shit like
think
that.
I've heard that one,
Which
yeah.
is just like, it's just fucking beautiful. It's as dark and fucked up as it can get, and it's perfect.
My favorite is easily Norm Macdonald.
Really?
He's my favorite comedian.
I never listen to his shit.
Fucking don't listen to, like, I mean, his stand up's good, but like him on talk shows, he fucking shines.
I really like Bill Burr recently.
Bill Burr is fucking hilarious.
He kills it.
And I don't get his podcast, how he can just sit there
And just
and
by himself.
that's like a skill.
And it's funny.
Keep saying like, dude. Fuck.
It's fucking funny too. He kills it. What, Omar?
What?
I listened to the advice column where they emailed him, and the dude's talking about he met that chick on the bench, and she's beautiful,
Oh,
but
fuck, I
but
remember
every time she comes, she makes this really fucking awful sound, and he's like, I just can't get past it. He's like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, just fucking break up with her, man. Whatever you do, don't tell her about it. And just like, oh man, that was.
It's not
so
you.
solid.
It's me.
Yeah, exactly.
And that fucking ungodly noise you make in bed.
That was the one on Monday. Did you listen to it?
I think so.
What up?
Hello.
See, this is why. Ever since we moved studios, we just got doors opening, people coming in, dogs barking, fucking shit show over here. You just finished work? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I think I made this a shit show on my own.
Oh, dude, it's fucking fine. I could give a shit. I'm just gonna put in the description, like, yeah.
This is the worst one to
No,
date.
Will gets bullied the whole time and feels really shitty about himself. Please don't let him down here, dude. He's just been fucking. He's
gonna kill me.
I fucking him the whole time.
I'm not here.
All right, he'll be fine now.
Oh, now he's scampering around all happy.
Yeah, it's just Papa right there.
He's like a
Anyways.
nice dog when he's not growling at me.
Oh, he's a sweetie. He's just fucking.
Probably should
retarded.
just let him smell me or something. Just smell my dog.
He wouldn't get anywhere near you. No way.
No, he's scared.
Oh yeah. I think Bill Burr murders it. But listening to his interviews where people ask him questions.
They always ask him
Like
dumb
stupid,
questions.
exactly stupid questions, and he just was that your fucking question? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He just goes in on people. He doesn't give a shit. It's beautiful.
Anthony Jeselnik was on a talk show, and they were trying to play one of his bits, and there was no audio, and so they asked him to like dub over it.
Yeah, tell him.
And he was like, "I'm here at the Fox Morning Show. It's the worst fucking thing."
Yeah, it's beautiful. I appreciate comedians just not giving a fuck. It's perfect, but Office isn't funny.
That's the whole scheme of it.
That's what this whole episode was about.
The Office sucking.
Yep,
We're gonna make a new alcohol.
Sierra Leone.
I may or may not join the sex worker enterprise.
Yep,
Can you call it an enterprise?
I would say so. Why not?
There's money to be made.
More
I'll
efficient.
have the Trump Tower of whores.
The Trump brothel. Oh my
Wait, we have to
God.
bring up Donald Trump. That's obligatory.
Oh my god, I don't care. I just don't.
No,
care.
you got to, dude. Otherwise,
Okay, you bring him up then.
All this new shit that's been going on.
I don't.
I actually
I'm
don't- I don't follow any.
I'm
I don't
so
really care.
happy. I have no idea what it is because I just don't fucking care.
inform us. We have the man behind the desk telling us
Yeah.
with the groundbreaking news.
All right. Well, basically.
Don't whisper it because you have to.
All right. So
It-
basically,
Huh?
It picks up.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, sensitive.
he's being I guess questioned in court, or at least his
Again?
the people who are working for him are, because they want to see his fucking tax returns.
Oh.
Make sure this guy's not
Evading.
evading taxes, and he's been one of the only presidents, I think the only president in U.S. history since the tax return thing, because that's the thing.
So they want to audit him and see if he's legit.
Essentially, he's
Like
just
they-
doing everything he can to prevent this. So they're thinking about going to the state of New York, because like federal state taxes, two separate things. They're thinking about going to the state of New York and just asking for his taxes straight up.
If he
Or
keeps
bypassing the entire federal shit.
Yeah, if he keeps prolonging it, that could be a problem because it could take years for that to get to a court where they actually pressure him because it'll go through the New York states and then it'll go through the New York judges and then it'll go through there's like an upper circuit. It's hard to explain it. I'm not super well versed in
That's the
it.
reason they're trying to push for the federal to get it done then and there, so they can see what's going on behind the scenes.
I find that kind of ironic because when Obama was president, Trump was like, "Show your fucking birth certificate," and he was pushing it off. He's like, "Oh, I don't fucking care."
Yeah, dude, he's
No.
born in Kenya.
And how Trump's just like, "I don't fucking care about my audit log."
He's just gonna brush it off, dude.
He's got something to hide. 100%.
Yeah,
Probably
he's also just
does.
gonna brush it off.
I mean, if you did business in New York in the 80s, you were working with like the fucking mob. So,
Yeah, I don't care. And I'm
He's
so
lost a ton of
happy.
money as well.
$1 billion
Yeah, a ton of money.
over like a 10-year span. He's lost like $1 billion, but it's on
Shoved to the
purpose.
side.
He's playing the game. That's what he calls it. He
it's the
said,
long haul.
he said it's
the
for
long
sport.
con.
He literally said that it's for sport,
Losing money for sport.
for tax breaks. Joe Rogan told me that today. All right, speaking of Tulsi Gabbard, you know who she is?
No clue.
Apparently, she's running for president, and she's from Hawaii. She's a senator.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard.
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 It's not a very presidential name,
Oh, dude, she seems super chill. Actually, super smart.
so she's not gonna win.
Reasonable points.
So she's not gonna win.
Pretty much. But if I was gonna vote for anybody, which I'm not, I'd vote for her.
Why don't you just write yourself in? Baller move.
Giant bag of tarantulas, 2020.
Giant bag of tarantulas.
Yeah,
That's your campaign
literally write
promise?
in anything.
Each and every American will get a giant bag of tarantulas.
Yeah, no.
Tax free.
It's like I'm not doing it. Not happening.
There was a year where Roseanne ran for president.
She probably got more people that voted for her than you'd think.
Well, independents never really get that many people to vote for them. Oh, did you hear what California did? If you register as an independent, you now have to like pick which side you want to vote for. So that defeats the entire purpose of like registering for independent. You need to now choose if you're going to vote Democratic or Republican. They're getting rid of being an independent,
That makes
basically.
no fucking sense. I hate the government. I
course
hate
it makes no
everything.
sense.
I hate the government.
I think the California government is one of the most corrupt ones.
I don't know. I'm so happy I don't care.
Well, they got caught up writing down the names on like gravestones as voters. There's lots of voter fraud going on in California.
Wow.
I've been in multiple states.
Ignorance.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not just California.
Ignorance is bliss.
There's also the fact that they want to make it so you don't need an ID to vote here.
Yeah.
That's
because
a
that
weird
would be
one.
illegal. Aliens can vote.
Yeah, which is they already probably do,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Let's not go down that route.
No, it's not. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep saying it. My boss tries to pull me into political conversation all the time, and I just have to yell at him. Say, I don't fucking care.
I think it's too nuanced, or it's more nuanced than a lot of people give it credit for. They'll be like,
Are you kidding me? It's extremely nuanced.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about.
"Have you heard of the YouTuber Nuanced Bro?"
No.
My brother told me about him. He's like, his whole thing is like things are more nuanced than they seem. He'll like go out and he'll interview both sides of the party and he'll ask them these questions and then he'll bring up other things like, did you consider this part of it? And almost always they're like, no, because they'll look at it through their spectrum and they'll look at it through, you know, the left spectrum, the right spectrum, and the center spectrum, but they'll never consider like the whole fucking picture, which is really hard to do.
Of course, but that's the thing. People get an interpretation from a news source or an article or a website, and then pass that off as now they're educated on the subject.
Have you heard of the term internet ghettos?
No.
I think that's part to do with it. So like you go on a website, now you have your cookies, all these things that chart you and your internet activity, right?
Okay.
Now you're part of this algorithm, and so now Google is trying to feed you things that it thinks you would like.
Okay.
So if you just are only looking at the Washington Post or the CNN, you're going to be recommended this stuff more and more. So now you're being confined to just this little bubble of the internet and this little pool of information.
Okay.
So it's like an internet ghetto. Like you can't really get outside of it, you know? So if you want to look outside of your field and look into more things and become more nuanced, it's ridiculous. Like what you have to do is basically just like use a different fucking computer on like a different IP.
Really?
Otherwise it's going to be tailored to your results. Or you could go on like an incognito browser. You can go in incognito mode and then just like look things up and get like the surface internet rather than this thing's tailored to your algorithm.
That makes
Like,
perfect sense.
Well, think of it like Twitter. You follow this person, so now they
does it
follow.
recommend to
Yeah,
you? Yeah.
it's just this branch of like-minded people being stuck in a little.
Yeah.
It's like a circle jerk group. Like,
Jerk-
I can't speak.
Group
I speak
thing.
too fast.
It's groupthink.
Or like Discord. You get in one Discord, and then the people in that one invite you to another Discord server, but ultimately it's the same fucking people in the same servers doing the same thing.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, that's what it is, and that's why shit's fucked up.
That's exactly why.
But at the same time, I follow people on both sides of the spectrum, and a lot of the times, certain people on certain side of that spectrum sound like fucking idiots to me. I'm not gonna say what side, but
You're gonna say the left side, aren't you?
I said no such thing.
Both sides.
I think your refusal to
both
say
sides
the
sound-
side is
I
indicative.
think both sides sound like fucking idiots, but
The problem is like
I think I agree more with certain people like Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro on more things than I do with.
Well, that's the thing.
But Jordan Peterson is a moderate leftist. Sam Harris is a leftist. I agree with them on a lot of things, and Ben Shapiro's right, and Steven Crowder's right, and I agree with them on a lot of things. So, let's go back. I don't fucking care. How about that?
yeah, but who you follow is usually the most well-spoken people. You know, like who's the most who can articulate their ideas the best. And usually, like when it comes to arguing with people, there's certain sides that are more willing to look into their argument than another side. Or maybe it's just a certain demographic for that
Let's
side.
find
It's hard
this
to
dude
say.
on Instagram because I see somebody always fucking talking about it. Or I saw. let me see.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. I think his name is
Sure.
Sean King.
Oh, that fucking guy who thinks he's black. He's white. He's born to white parents, and he says he's black.
This guy.
Look at him. I never got that when people are like, there's this one girl, I forget her name, but she's like, I'm black, and then her like birth record came out. White parents, both of them.
See, this guy to me seems like a fucking idiot.
Why do they want to pretend to be another race? What do you get out of that?
Points?
What points do you get? You look like a retard.
Ask fucking Elizabeth Warren, dude.
I think that's-
Or Valerie Jarrett. Not Valerie Jarrett's actually black. Elizabeth Warren.
Is that the girl who says she's...
Native American, less than 0.008%.
Yeah, what do you get out of that?
She got a job at Harvard out of it.
Fucking egg, if you get something.
Have you guys seen the video of Hillary Clinton?
Hillary Clinton?
Hillary Clinton, when they ask her what she carries in her purse.
A bottle of hot sauce. The most pandering thing of all time. I got a Wu-Tang Clan CD and a bottle of hot sauce.
Is that actually what she said?
No, she said a bottle of hot sauce though.
Damn it. I would have voted for her if she had a Wu-Tang CD in her fucking
Oh
purse.
no, that I would know that's pandering for sure.
Yeah. She actually carries a bottle of hot sauce? You think that's bullshit?
Dude, who the
She's on a black talk show.
Yeah, she was like, what was it? What was the talk show? Do you remember?
I don't remember specifically.
It was the demographic was black people. The hosts were black people, and she's like, I always carry a bottle of hot sauce, and it's like,
And they call her out on it.
who the fuck carries a bottle of hot sauce?
Fucking lying.
She's like, I do. I'll pull it out right now.
Did she?
It was a talk show, so I don't know.
Probably not.
Dude,
It's probably
name
ketchup.
one person in the whole world that you've ever met that carries a bottle of hot sauce.
If anybody was gonna do that, it's probably my mom, and I don't even think she does that. She carries everything though, like salt.
Actually, no.
packets and
My half sister, I was about to call her really trashy, but I didn't. So thank God. In her purse, she'll have like Del Taco, like El Scorche.
shit. Oh yeah, my mom definitely had that. 100%.
But that's not like the same as being like, I got a bottle of fucking.
Yeah, it's not a bottle.
I don't have Tapatio in my.
Hillary Clinton pulled out a ketchup bottle when they asked about the hot sauce.
It was what's the cock sauce one? Fucking the one with the rooster on it.
Tabasco.
No, it's like one you find at Asian restaurants.
Oh, sriracha.
Yeah, she probably had like ketchup mixed with like sriracha ketchup
Yeah,
or
but
something.
sriracha's actually spicy. I mean, just something that isn't spicy at all, like ketchup. That's probably what she was carrying.
A watered down bottle of Tapatio.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like clear.
80% water
Yeah, it's fucking.
with a little bit of
gross.
vinegar, not even Tapatio.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's real spicy.
I hate politics. I fucking hate them. But like I think social issues are different than politics, and that's something I can get in the conversation with.
What social issues are you passionate about?
Trans
Trans.
people.
Where are you going with this?
I mean, I think I have some issues with it.
I think it's so when you looked at like the statistics for it, like before like 2000 some, it was like 0.1 or less percent of the population.
Okay.
And now it's risen to like being like a solid percentile.
Like 2% or something.
Yeah, and it's-
ridiculous. I don't even think that that's accurate though.
There's no way to know for certain. You can't go around
Yeah.
and interview everybody.
Yeah.
But it's indicative of something, I think, if it is rising. Like
Does it have to do with trend
you could call it acceptance
or acceptance?
Yeah, what I want to know, because I read this article, it's probably wrong, but it was basically these parents let their kids stay at like some other parent's house, and they had like a 7-year-old that was like, I identify as a female.
Okay.
And their kid came home and was like, I also identify as female. So like kids are malleable. You can convince
Yes.
them of things, and the
Yes, you
only
can.
way like a kid is gonna know about transsexualism is if another person tells them.
Yes.
So I don't think a kid could be trans one, and I don't think maybe they can.
Maybe
I don't
they
think
can, but I think that
giving
hormone
them
injections
yeah,
is a
giving
problem.
them
If they-
HRT.
If they are trans, just let them do that.
Don't give them hormone replacement therapy.
Yes. It's
Because you're going to
permanent
destroy
damage.
their.
endocrine system.
It's bad.
It's a permanent change to a child, and I take
Also-
the same stance with fucking
Don't chop your cock off.
unless you want to.
I still didn't, because what you want to do right now is like, hey, I want to get a tattoo of a fucking dick butt on my thigh. And in 10 years, you're going to be like, hey, maybe I shouldn't have gotten that tattoo. I'm not equating tattoos to getting your dick chopped off, but in the moment, sometimes something sounds like a good idea. And it might for a year, it might for 2 years, but 10 years. Short-term solutions to long-term problems are never the answer.
Like suicide.
Yeah.
I definitely think that there's an issue with regret. That is something that happens, but my like issues, and when I say issues, I mean things that I think I want to be fixed are the suicide rate, trans in sports, and trans children getting HRT.
That's the thing with the
Those are the
sports
three
one.
like issues I have.
That I feel bad about. So I read this Amazon article, or I was on Amazon, and I scrolled down, and they're like celebrating the women in our company. And you read more and more of it, and it was a male to female person. So let's say you're an actual competent female coder, and you work at Amazon, and you're like, oh, cool, Amazon's celebrating females. And they celebrate a biological male. Are you telling them that the only way they can succeed in this world is if they were somehow born a male? And like same with sports, like you go from being number one to being like what eighth? Like let's say a bunch of them.
I've given this example, and I had a trans person come in to my psychology class to talk, and I asked them their opinion on this stuff, and they hadn't thought about the sports issues, even though they're very prevalent. They told me like, "Oh, I really don't know." So I don't
How do you
have
not
an
think
opinion on
about it in like UFC aspects, like somebody just
Exactly.
beating the
So
shit?
these are my examples. Fallon Fox, male to female, went into UFC, was fighting women, beating the absolute fuck out of them, got beat by a woman who was just way more skillful than
That's the thing.
she was.
It's not to say women aren't capable. Sorry.
No, of course. Three examples, I think. Weightlifting. There are trans women that are going into weightlifting and
Destroying records.
4 records in one day, like shit like that, just like blowing records out of the water. Then the third thing is in like say tennis, for example, the top ranked women's player is only equivalent to about the like 250th ranked like college player,
Jesus.
or like 250th rank in total, and which happens to be like a college player, like an average college male is as good as the top ranked woman player. So say you get a Roger Federer, best player, tennis player of all time, arguably. I don't know.
He destroyed Serena Williams, the best female player.
Of course he did, because he's
So, like-
infinitely better. If he went to say like, yeah, I'm a woman now, he would wipe the floor with everybody
He'd
forever.
never lose in his whole career.
Ever. Never. Not once.
So you could be 80.
Unless, apparently there was one female player that did crush this dude. He was like in his 60s. There was a guy who used to be one of the best ever, and they're like, yeah, women can't beat men. And it's like, okay, well, there's some, you know.
It's like in boxing when a 20-year-old beats like a fit 40-year-old who was once the best in his day. It's like,
Yeah, it's, well, basically separate leagues, that might be an option, but as of right now, like, no, I don't think it's fair.
Well, you can't do that because then there's the whole segregation issue. Are you saying that trans women aren't women? Then there's going to be a whole social uprising about that.
Yeah, and that's why I think that it's, like you said, very nuanced. But the thing about, even if it's male to female, estrogen increases bone density. So there are things there with advantages. Then if it's
Estrogen or
female-
testosterone? For bone
Estrogen.
density. It does, really?
Yes.
So if you're a male who starts taking estrogen, your bones are going to be more dense.
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Increases bone density. So there are advantages even to that, taking estrogen, like female hormone.
It's like a man taking testosterone in a fighting thing, right? It's like not necessarily the same, but it's still like
It's still an advantage.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the opposite, which is a woman taking testosterone and then competing with girls, which was also a problem. Say it was a high school wrestler. She was taking testosterone. She wanted to compete with the boys. They wouldn't let her. Or him. Transitioned female to male.
There's also ones that were straight refused to fucking like if you're a female and you're like, I'm about to wrestle a dude who's a male or a girl that was once a guy, you're like, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna give up. That's happened before. Like,
Oh, 100%. But this was the case where it was a female to male. So she was
okay.
taking testosterone, and they wouldn't let her compete with the boys. So I can't fucking deal
bunch
with
of social justice stuff.
had to
happened.
compete with the girls on testosterone. So basically on steroids. And they just fucked all these girls up because she was cheating.
Jesus Christ.
So there are massive issues with it. And, I don't know. I don't know how to figure that stuff out, but I would like for it to be figured out. And then the suicide rate, which is apparently at like the 40% range. And the suicide rates, I think the only comparable suicide rate is Jews during the Holocaust.
Is that true? Like 100%?
Yes,
That's insane.
from what I've looked at, and I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. So I don't like when people kill themselves, which is why I have an issue with it.
Well, I bring up the Amazon thing and be like, that's not a physical thing. Me being a better coder than you doesn't mean that I'm more of a man or more like there's no physical prowess there. But if you're telling girls at a young age, you can be anything you want. You can be just as good as the men. And then you're celebrating your female programmer that is a male to female. What are you like really telling the younger generations of females? Right? And if you look at, you can make a lot of examples, especially with programming, because you could say easily, oh, it wasn't as accepted for women to like just sit in their bedrooms on their computers like it is for guys today. Like you could easily make that case. There are certain social things like that are true. Like it's way more accepted for a guy to be like a nerd than a girl to be, using air quotes here. So it's
Did you hear
just,
the James Damore thing? The Google memos?
yeah, and he was basically saying, how do we solve this? How do we get more women into programming?
And then
he got in trouble.
He lost his job. Well,
He brought up
had
statistics,
it
like-
you get completely like, hey, so I understand that there are a lot less female coders.
How do we
These
fix
are the
this?
things that we can do to maybe
Make it inclusive.
Yeah, make it more inclusive. And then that was on a private Google like message board that they have
And they
for
leaked it.
employees only. Yes, after a conference where they were talking about inclusivity, I'm pretty sure, as far as, or diversity between men and women and that
Just
kind of
doesn't
thing.
make sense.
And then once it got leaked over a month after it was already posted, then he got fired.
There are definitely women who are capable programmers, but when you go and write an article like celebrating, I keep saying fucking like, but if you celebrate your female coders, it's a male female. Again, what are you telling the females? You should be empowering them and saying, look, female coders are good.
It's like having Caitlyn Jenner as like Woman of the Year.
Yeah, what are you telling women?
There were so many jokes about that. Like, even men are better at being women than women.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's fucked up. It makes no fucking sense to me.
That Amazon thing really, like, I got my noggin jogging, dude. I was like, what is going on here? Like, I personally know female coders who are very talented, better than I am at it because I'm not very good at it, but still, even when I was in COC doing it, when I know a girl who was better than most of them in there. So how are you going to write an article celebrating literally somebody that fucking just isn't biologically female when you have hundreds, if not thousands, of female employees who've most likely done good by your company?
Well,
they're celebrating their inclusiveness.
First of all, you're dehumanizing this individual. They were always a female.
But I'm not even saying that. They can psychologically... Okay, I get where you're... But there are people who do say that. And you can psychologically identify that way. But you can't deny biologically, genetically, you have the makeup of a man, right? You can tell me sex and gender are different things. But you can't tell me that genetics are different things. Like, someone who identifies as a female is not going to be born different than any other boy, except for maybe certain things, right?
Well, really? What about intersex?
What the fuck is intersex? This is someone who like goes back and forth. Oh well,
intersex.
What percentage of the population is that?
A fucking tiny percentage.
We're talking about the bigger percentages here, not to discredit others' existences, but
look, I think that the point. I agree with you, by the way.
No, I think you're just being facetious.
No, yes, I was being a cunt. But the point is, I don't have any problem with people being like, take the libertarian point of view. You do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. Don't tell me what to do. Don't hurt anybody. No issues. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. If you want to be trans, go for it. If you want to be gender fluid, that's fine. But if I'm talking to you and you're switching between male and female every other sentence, I probably am not going to hang out.
I can't keep up with that.
I can't keep up with that. I
don't want to.
And that I should be fine for me to do that. It's not illegal to be mean. All right, like the thing. I don't give a fuck what you do, but when you start telling other people what to do, and then it gets a little iffy, you know. So yeah. I understand that there's like dehumanizing people is fucked up. I get it, but at the same time, there are rules for a reason. The reason why sports have rules is
level playing field.
Is because they're sports and they have rules. And if now you're trying to, start changing the rules because you decided to, take testosterone, it's just not how it works.
Yeah, if a guy can't go into football taking testosterone, why should a female be able to go into football taking testosterone? But she's taking a performance-enhancing substance that we know will increase her performance.
Why should a male whose testosterone levels naturally, on average, are like something like 20% or 20 times higher than a female's be able to compete with women?
No, it definitely shouldn't.
There's a reason why there are divisions, and people want to say biologically there's no difference between men and women. Get your head out of your ass. Look at science. That's the case. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. Obviously, there are problems with it, and I would like for them to be fixed. I don't know what that is, but like, you can't deny solid fact. And I'm always open to have my opinion changed. Nobody's really brought anything to the table that's made me change my opinion. But I don't think I have no issues with people being trans though. Like, I think that's important to stress before people want to jump on the bandwagon about you're dehumanizing these people and you don't care about their humanity and shit. No, that's not the case. I'm just saying that there are some issues with it that I would like to figure out. I don't know how to do that. I don't know anybody who does yet, but I don't know, man. Shit's getting weird.
Sorry to keep harping on the Amazon thing, but it's almost like it's indicative that they have like this quota going on where it's like we need to keep hiring females to the point where they're willing to hire people that aren't objectively female. And it's like when they I keep saying like, but fuck it. That's what it is though, right? It's like people are telling them this company isn't more diverse. So now all these companies are rushing, Google, Amazon, Apple, they're rushing to hire female employees. So that way basically they're getting like audited for their ratio of male to female workers. And now you're dehumanizing the females at that point.
It's the same thing that happened at Harvard with the their Asian students.
What do they call it? I forget. There's a specific term.
I don't know, but it was Asian students. They were increasing the standards so that they had to test higher to get into the school.
And it was like 90% Asian, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Asians were doing better than everybody else. So,
And so they
because they were
lowered
doing
the
better,
requirements.
they increased the requirements for Asians.
And then lowered them for everyone else, right?
Yes, I don't know if they necessarily lowered them for everyone else, but it was that's just straight up. That is
Not
what
equal
systematic.
opportunity. There's a term for it. I
That's
forget.
what systematic racism is, though. In that
Basically.
case, it's the opposite of not. The
Asians are too smart
They're
now.
too smart, so we have to make it harder for them. No, they're just better than other people, so everybody needs to step up their fucking
Let them
game.
be engineers.
Let them all.
fucking be,
If it's 90%
let them
Asian,
be whatever they need to be.
that means that other people are not doing. They're not. They're just not as good.
And you couldn't you could
Why is that
easily
their
make
fault?
the argument that it's not that Asians are racially better. You could easily say that what do they call them? No, tiger parents, where it's like they're preying on their kids to make them do as good as possible. You could say it's a societal difference. You don't even have to make it about
100%.
racism. You
No,
could just
100%.
make it about a household, like the way you're raised. You can make it different.
Yeah. But
fucked
that's the problem. It's like you start fucking up rules and standards because somebody's doing better than others or people aren't doing well enough. It's like no, you have to. If that's the case, then these people need to step up. Why if I had a business, but it had to say I can only hire 2 people of each race, but one race predominantly is better than the other people.
You go with the ones that you think would make your
go
business
with the ones
perform
that
the
are
best.
the best. Why would you go with somebody who's not as good just because of their skin color? That's racist.
You would make
is
it based
what
off
is.
their resume, their experience, what they
Exactly.
bring to the table, not what
what
you've been-
skin color, where they're from, whatever
no
the
quote
fuck
on
it
it.
shouldn't matter. So say if I'm running a fucking software engineering company and happens that 98% of the Asians are the best, they're the best applicants, and I have one black dude and one white dude and 2 Mexican dudes, but 98% are Asian. Why would I have to start compensating for that?
are you
They're
gonna,
just
are you
better.
gonna fire your effective employees because you're being told you're racist?
Yeah, because now I need to have more white people or more black people on the staff. It's like, no, they're not as good.
Now you're affecting society on a deeper level because now your business isn't running as efficiently. That means you're not producing as much, which means the economy in some sense is going to be
All for diversification. It's weird. It's fucking weird. It seems like common sense, and I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. And also, I think it's important to preface that I'm 21. What are you, 22?
21.
21. Yeah, we know what the fuck we're talking about.
You were a grade below me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to be in your grade. I was put in school
okay,
a year
okay.
early.
There you go.
So that's why. Everyone's in my grade is older than me.
Okay.
What's your, sorry to switch topics, but what's the longest podcast you've had?
Yesterday night, 2 hours, 50 minutes.
2 hours and 50 minutes?
Mark, going in
fuck.
deep. Yeah.
I wanted to break it, but now I don't.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I gotta go pretty soon.
I'd
Anyways.
have to go for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I think we've covered a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe too much.
A little bit. Maybe we said some shit we shouldn't have.
I think that was me.
I don't care.
Anybody that heard that stuff, if they didn't make it that far, they certainly aren't going to get to this point where it gets more rational.
I don't think we're being irrational. I think we bring up-
was earlier.
Oh yeah. But I think maybe now we can not preface, but the opposite of that. Say that we like to fuck around. I don't know. I don't think you're that crazy.
We lost them all already.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Kevin will still be here. This is literally all just for Kevin. He's the only one who listens all the way through.
Fucking thank God for Kevin.
I love you, Kevin. Say it.
I love you, Kevin.
You listen, Gunner, all the way through?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, Gunner. Shouts out to Gunner and
Shouts
Kevin.
out to Gunner and Kev Dog. Love you guys. Our 2 viewers. This is all for you guys.
Hell yeah, too.
No, I think the most is like a little over 100 now.
Really? Which one is that?
Episode 5.
I'm gonna view bought the shit out of this one, dude.
Get of this one?
It's gonna be 101.
Go for it, dude. I'm down. If you bought all of them, please.
Just this one. I need my spin-off desperately.
Yeah, let's make it happen. If it blows up, we're gonna have Who the Fuck is Joel? And after the second episode, there's gonna be nothing to talk about. Just be like, yo, so how was your day? I just went to work, dude.
It'll be like the Theo Vaughn and Bernard Schaub crossover.
Bernard Schaub.
They have their own podcast.
King of the
now.
Sting.
Yeah,
it's fucking not funny.
It's not good.
I like Theo Vaughn a lot, but Brendan Schaub
He
is
brings not a lot.
He's
not a lot of
sometimes
comedic
funny on
skills.
Rogan's, but he's just like he's a little dull.
Yeah, he's like a pencil that's been sharpened in a long time. You're like, why am I gonna use this? So you put it back in the drawer.
Yeah. All right, I think we can wrap up there. You got anything else? Any final touches? Any questions for me, Jonas Omar?
Yeah, I'm incel.
All right, I guess he's incel.
Any plugs?
Any plugs? Social
Nope,
media?
I got no social media. I'm off the grid. I have a Snapchat.
that.
You can't have that.
LinkedIn.
You definitely can't have that if that exists.
You got a Yelp,
Yelp, my dad's business.
Etsy page. Yeah, social security number.
60.
You got like an Etsy,
What am I gonna be? Some people's Sage.
a Depop.
Oh, I like Adidas.
You heard it here first, folks. Joel likes Adidas.
Oh, I got an AKG mic. Nice. I like AKG as well.
I got 2 of them, identical.
Shit.
We're not running them both right now, but we'll get that set up soon. So,
I got the
Actually, who's on
inferior
next?
setup. Me again.
all right? Joel's on for episode 8. No, Sam, Kelly will be on. Jordan Sherrod will be on. Danny Avalanche, Kansas City Theater. Hopefully, you can get Terry, a drummer in Jonas's band. Probably have the boys over at Kansas City, or not Kansas. What the fuck am I talking? Hot Damn, Chuck in the band. I think we're gonna drop the Chuck in the band though. Was that decided?
What's that?
Was that decided?
I think it's just like.
I think it's just. I think they're going with Hot Damn.
Public, but full name is Chuck in the Band.
Okay, Hot Damn exclamation point. That band. I think we're gonna get those guys.
GarrettRest.bandcamp.com. Check that out. I've done album artwork for this guy. Also, I'll be at the Improv next Saturday at 9:30.
Second show at 10:30. He's doing an open mic night.
Be there or be square.
I hate you. All right, folks. That was what?
So don't forget to plug our follow-up episode.
Whoa, he
We're
gets a
having
sequel?
follow-up? Dude, he's already had a sequel. That was last night.
Whoa, I need at least.
What's your follow-up?
I need a trilogy.
We doing another one?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about ancient civilizations.
Well, that's-
Oh, yes.
I love ancient civilizations. Do you know about
fucking down.
Göbekli Tepe?
Fuck yeah, I know about Göbekli Tepe.
I need a saga now, dude.
Graham Hancock, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know what? We're gonna have a little tri-cast with me, Omar, and Joel about
Oh,
ancient
hell yeah.
civilizations.
You down for that, Omar?
Always.
You want this racist kid along?
Yeah.
This racist, misogynistic.
We're gonna have racist.
Punk.
That's your. We're gonna have racist Joel on
Oh,
the.
God.
I forgot what is it called. Oh yeah, we're calling the new studio, which happens to be our living room.
The KKK
No,
headquarters.
okay, no, that's not it. It was the den of forgotten dreams. Is that what you called it before we started?
I don't fucking know.
It's the den of forgotten dreams. So that's what we're coming up with now. Every time we start, we're gonna be like,
Go
welcome
do
to the.
Kundalini yoga, get your DMT molecules in shape.
The new podcast studio is now the den of forgotten dreams. All
Hot
right,
yoga.
fucking shut up. All right, we're wrapping it up there, folks. Love you all. Non-binary
Gotta go
folks.
sit in my sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah.
Do
and-
CBD joints.
All right, later, folks. Deuces.
Peace out.